What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch along today. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal. The Curtis Shaw Derby, it's been nicknamed throughout the week due to my Nottingham roots, but obviously a big Arsenal fan. And this should be a game, this could have been so much different, people. This could be, two games to win the Premier League title, but hey, things are very much different, that is for sure. And it's just a case of denying City winning the title today. If we get beat today, City will be champions. A win for Forest and they will be up, so a big game for them. We're chilling today. We're simply chilling. That's all it is. We're here for vibes cartel settings, people. And also, one thing I'll say about today's team lineup before we get into it today. I think sometimes in football, sometimes probably even in your job, right? There's probably been a day where you've said, this is the end of my time at this company. I think today, unfortunately, Kieran Tierney could be sitting down today saying, this is me finished as an Arsenal player. And the reason is that Zinchenko, as we know, is out injured. But Kieran Tierney still does not start at left back. Granit Xhaka is playing at left back, inverted left back. Today could be the end of Kieran Tierney's time at Arsenal. I'm telling you, there's no way he's going to accept that. I'm tweeting it. Could be the end of Tierney at Arsenal. No Zinny. And doesn't start. And Xhaka starts left back. So he'll be very disappointed. Listen, I know we said inverted Arsenal therapy the other day and all. Inverted Labrador. Oh, where my dog's at? Yo. But I think Tierney could be on his bike. Because listen, if Newcastle are offering you a 4-year deal, Champions League football, signing on fee closer to Scotland, Zinchenko's out, you still can't get in the team, then I think it's pretty much could be done and dusted for him, So anyway, let's talk about the two teams, people. The Arsenal team today. Ramsdale in goal. Ben White's at right back. With Xhaka at left back and Kivior and Gabriel at centre back. The midfield is Jorginho and Thomas Partey. Partey returns into the midfield. Obviously, with Xhaka going into left back, Thomas Partey comes back into midfield. Odegaard, the captain, plays in the 10 role. Saka continues on the right-hand side as if he was not going to play. He always plays, although Reece Nelson has missed out through illness. So maybe he would have given Saka a rest, but probably not. Trossard plays on the left. Martinelli is out for the final 2 games, so Trossard comes in. Bossard plays left wing with Gabriel Jesus up front, people leading the line. The Arsenal bench: Turner, Walters, Tierney, Holding, Bandera. Never heard of him, to be honest. Top Spurs, what's that? You ever heard of it? No? I'll get to them later, by the way. They're not getting away with it either. Fabio V, no, I won't say it. Fabio V. Smith Rowe, who I think is still a footballer. I'm not too sure. And Eddie Nketiah on Cozier Dewberry. Now, I thought we'd clean the bench up throughout this season. I said Arsenal's bench reflected a dirty Park bench. I thought we'd cleaned it up. It's looking a little bit dirty today, people. I can't lie. We are short of game changers on that bench. That is for certain, people. Sebastian A. Big C, I saw some of the comments that were made on your Twitter. Some Arsenal fans are soft. Keep doing you, bro. At least if Tierney leaves, Jesus can challenge Zinchenko for that left-back spot. He's at left-back a lot of the time. Anyway, listen, you know Twitter, people. I just dropped grenades on there. Fabio V, like Bobby V, man, slow down. I just want to get to know you. With Fabio V, it's like, slow down. I think you need a gym pass, otherwise you turn around. Go back to Porto. Sorry, people. I was in my zone there. Bobby V, they were the good old days, man. Real R&B. But, hey, it is what it is. What's this inverted manager's problem? Play Tierney. You are not Pep. listen, he thinks he is Pep. He thinks he's Pep with a better haircut. So, listen, inverted left backs. Tierney for me. I've said a lot of the time that I think that Tierney will go, and I think he will. You are a hypocrite. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Someone tried to come for me in the chat yesterday with all kinds of spelling mistakes. It was legendary. I don't mind it. It's funny to me. Diet Pep. Pepsi Max, people. Pepsi Max. He just doesn't quite have the same sugar in there. They're calling Arteta ruthless because he dropped Tierney. Fair enough. Why is Saka still playing? Come on. Pep drops KDB and openly demands more levels. There you go. There you go. Justin said you are wrong about Vieira. Well, he needs to prove it. Doesn't matter about me. My opinion, he needs to prove it for Arsenal. Right now, he ain't proving nothing. Let's be real. So, big up Curtis. Said big up Curtis for going on Doors channel. Always helping other creators. Xhaka is not a left back. Partey inverted at right back. Kivior is left back. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Either way, whatever system they line up with, Tierney will be devastated. So it's a shame. It's a shame for him, but it is what it is, people. Good evening, people. Good evening. Bobby Firmino has just scored for Liverpool. This is farewell Anfield appearance. As he leaves, they've just equalised against Villa. Tottenham got tucked in 3-1 by Brentford, even with Ivan Toney banned for living in his local Ladbrokes or any other bookmakers that he likes to choose. But yeah, beautiful scenes, them getting tucked in. They might not even make the Conference League. Big up family podcast. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're all well. Arteta gave Nuno a new role at the club. Babushka, this stream is just vibe. This is a vibe along today, people. Yeah, it's a vibe along. You're in here purely for vibes. Subscriber only mode. If your name ain't on the guest list, you ain't getting in. We're here purely for vibes, people. Purely for vibes. I can tell you something about today. People are asking for score prediction. This game could be anything today. This game could be absolutely anything. If we turn up today and we play like we play against Brighton last week, we'll get beat. If we turn up, a lot of the time it's no pressure FC, nothing to play for. Arsenal start to click. We could beat them 2 or 3-0. It could literally be anything. All I know is that Forest, they desperately need 3 points. And we don't really need the 3 points. But I just don't want to see Arsenal capitulate and just, roll over and get our bellies tickled like we have the last few weeks, We're like the pet dog laying on our back, just getting tickled by everyone. It's mad. Last game in the black kit. That's why I put it on today, man. I have to say, man, they got the kit right this year. One of the best away kits in years. If that away kit next season is true, it's chalk and cheese. We've gone downhill badly, man. That one that looks like he's got tyre marks over it. It's a lucky dip scoreline, bro. It could be anything. Could literally be anything. Nelson and Tierney are going. I think they will. I agree with that, and it's a shame. Kanan said, I will not miss Firmino. He's terrorised us. Personally, I'm happy. Get him out of the Prem. Chris said, Curtis, we can't score in a brothel. Well, Chris, obviously a big Man United fan. I thought Man United were winning. Am I wrong? What's the Man United score? Oh, they won 1-0. They ground out of it. Listen, if you're in the Champions League, who cares? They'll get a striker in the summer. You'll go again. Couple super chats. Samuel, thank you, bro. He said, I'm sad for Tierney, and where the hell is Reece Nelson? Nelson is out with a cold. Tierney, listen, he's not inverted. You've got to be inverted to play fullback for Arsenal now. We're Pep Light. We are Pep Light. We are Diet Pepsi. Whatever they do, we're the not-so-good version, So if he likes inverted fullbacks, we got to go inverted. So big up Samuel. Big up Brian. Brooklyn in the building. Big up Curtis. Let the preseason begin. Let's have a kickabout today. 3-1 Gunners. Good vibes, brothers. Listen, I'm chilled. I've got to be honest. The last 2 weeks I've been dealing, as an Arsenal fan, I've been dealing with... I've just been dealing with the title disappearing. I've got to be honest. I've been in my feelings. I'm moving like Drake, man, in the Take Care album. I'm in my feelings, because I thought we had the title. I didn't say too much openly about it. I've never really said we were going to win the league, but yeah, you know, it's serious. It's serious. I thought we were lifting it. I thought we were showing armpits. The only armpits we're showing is when we wave at the fans on the final day of the season in the Granit Xhaka leaving party that we're having after the Wolves game next week. So, yeah, that's the only thing we're doing. But now I'm chilled. This is pre-season. This is pre-season. Big C, that Auburn quote, we're just a side dish who don't go for titles. Wow. Harsh words, man. If I said that, wow. Can you imagine the response? Ethan said, I'm here for the sing-along, don't care about the game. Listen, you know you're going to hear songs today. I think we've already dropped one or two, but there's more to come. We'll drop an album by the end of this. Big up, Ethan. Gutted about Tierney, says Mark. We're letting a very good left-back go. We're letting a very good left-back leave, man. And I think Newcastle will go up a level with him at left-back. But it's inverted. It's inverted season. You know, we have buzzwords and phrases. Trust the process. Now it's the phase. You know, inverted. It's all of that. And inverted is the new buzzword. If you ain't an inverted left back, you won't play for Arsenal. It is true. How can you be 8 points clear in January, barely strengthen the squad? Well, that's the question I asked, but it's some people can't handle that. Ish said, Big C, do you trust Edu to sign 5 players? It's not the signing 5 players. We signed 5 players last year. It's about the 5 players you sign. If you sign Marquinhos, who gets loaned out, if you sign Matt Turner, who hardly kicks a ball, if you sign Fabio for 35 million, he has hardly any impact. 3 of the 5 didn't make much difference. So it's about signing 5. Wow, Everton have equalised in the 98th minute. Everton equaliser. That is a very damaging equaliser for Nottingham Forest, by the way, in this game. As a defeat for Everton and a Forest win would have actually kept Forest up. Everton now are just out of the relegation zone. So, my dog called Lily said, Big up Curtis, just tuned in. What's going off with Tierney? I think Tierney's getting a one-way ticket to Newcastle by the look of it, you know. So it's a shame, but Zinchenko's out. He still doesn't play. Anyway, let's talk a couple stories. We got half an hour until kickoff, people. Leaked pictures for all you merch fans. If Elliot's in here, anyone who's in here, you'll like it. Obviously, we've seen it already, but the home kit has been leaked. This apparently is one of the promotional pictures of the new home kit. This kit is coming out next Sunday. Arsenal will actually be playing in this. We should have been playing in this kit against Wolves. £25,000 tickets to win the league. But it is what it is, people. We are where we are. And will I be buying the kit? Yes, because I like it. It's got no collar. It's got gold stripes on it. Is it a bit hypocritical, or as the guy called me, a hippocrat, considering I scream Kroenke out and buy the kit? It is anyway, people, but when you're on holiday and the sun's out and you got a nice drink in your hand and it's vibes and you got your fresh Arsenal shirt on with gold stripes, you know me, I'm shameless with it, people. So, you know, I'll just run with it. Just run with it. I know what you're thinking, but you know, I'll make it work. We'll make it work, people. Shameless, sure. And we'll own it as well, people. Not only that, we're owning it. Gold stripes and we won nothing. I know. Maybe gold for the Invincibles. You know, we're History Channel FC, people. So we'll make it work somehow. It's getting copped. I can't lie. You're probably going to see me in this next Sunday. So if you do, just know that, you know, I've got my reasons. But we still Kroenke out until proved otherwise. I can't lie, people. Smokey said, Big up Big C. Did you see what Robbie said to Rio? Apparently it's not a proper trophy. You can imagine what Rio said. Listen, I saw that. Somebody sent me the clip. And big up Robbie. You know, Robbie's a good friend of mine. And I respect Rio Ferdinand. I met him a number of times, actually. And he's a cool guy as well. Everything has to get put into context, right? When we talk about that debate, the debate was, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard it, what's a bigger season? Finishing 4th, winning the Carabao Cup, or finishing 2nd and not winning anything. You know, everything everything's got context to it. We were in a title race and fell out. United hadn't won a trophy for 5 years, so the Carabao Cup meant more for them. I'm honest. I'm a realist. Maybe I see it from an ex-player's point of view, although, of course, I never played at Premier League level. If you offer me as a player, second no trophy, fourth trophy, I got to take the trophy. What do you play football for? You play football to be successful. What does success look like? Success looks like the trophies in your trophy cabinet. Now, okay, the Carabao Cup, it's the fourth biggest trophy. Cool, we know that. But you go to Wembley, you play in front of 80,000 fans, you lift the trophy at the end of it, you get a gold medal to put in your cabinet. As harsh as it sounds, finishing second and fourth is the same thing. Second is just bragging rights over the team that finished fourth. But in reality, you won nothing more than the team that finished fourth. Harry Kane's finished top four how many times? What's he got in that trophy cabinet? He's got dust and an Audi Cup medal. Do you know what I mean? So football's about trophies. Football's about trophies. And this is something that I think a lot of big clubs have to get out of that mentality, is dismissing trophies. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm really not. I don't like the fact that Arsenal turn up in the Carabao Cup and make 10 changes, make 6 changes in the FA Cup, make 5 changes in the Europa League, and say, okay, we didn't win anything. Because I think if we'd have won a Carabao Cup, won an FA Cup, won a Europa League, we would have still looked at this season a little bit more positively. Okay, we didn't quite get past City, but we finished second and we won a trophy. We had a day at Wembley. We had a day in the Europa League final. So for me, fourth and a trophy is better than second with no trophy. It's the reality. You're right. And a lot of you say, like, look how many times Manchester City used that Carabao Cup as a springboard. Win that trophy in, when's the final? Start of March, end of February. It gives you that boost. Okay, 1 trophy in the bag, 2 months to go. Let's go again. Football's about trophy, man. Football. We haven't won the Carabao Cup in I think it was it 93? Kevin Campbell was the one. So, yeah, man, you got to win trophies, man. Football's about trophies. Liverpool have drawn with Aston Villa. That is probably that for them in the top 4 race. That is a shock result. Unai Emery getting a point. Man United and Newcastle now need 1 point from their last 2 games to guarantee top 4. So, yeah, that's a bad result for them. Shocking result. So big up Emery. Top 4 dreams over for Liverpool. I think it'll be Newcastle and Man United now. 93 Sheffield Wednesday, says John. There you go. Sometimes the mentality in football is like, it's like having £10 in your pocket. And your brethren says, "Yeah, man, you can have £20. You go, no, I don't want £20. I want £40. He's going, yo, bro, you've got £10 in your pocket. I'm giving you 20. No, I want 40. Keep your 20. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. You've got no right in football. The only team, to me, that can turn their nose up at the Carabao Cup is Man City, because they're going for the Champions League and they're probably going to win it. We can't turn down the Carabao Cup. We're not in a position to turn down trophies. We have not won a trophy for 3 years. Do you know what I mean? I miss Arsenal. I would have taken a Carabao Cup this year. We can sit there and go, oh, yeah, your run was really easy. But who cares? I don't care. Win a trophy. Go to Wembley. Celebrate. You remember that. Liverpool are not making the Champions League. It's a huge blow for them. But they took too long to kick into form, man. You can't just jump on it at the end of the season and start winning games. You know, Villa are a good team. I knew that would be a tricky game today. Curtis analogy. It just popped into my head. You've got a tenner, you're turning down the 20. Why are you turning down the 20 when you've only got 10? Make it make sense, people. It's all about trophies. That's Tottenham. It's about trophies. They would imagine what they'd do for a Carabao Cup. Second place is secured. What's even the point? Let's be honest. This game is just, I don't know. I suppose it's just about finishing the season in the right way. I genuinely believe this is like a pre-season game. Obviously, it's going to be way more intense than that because Forest are going to be desperate to win this game. And I tell you, the atmosphere at the City Ground today will be unbelievable. They will sing their hearts out today. Curtis, does our fan base overrate Tierney? It's interesting that you say that, Chips, because I said this before, defensively, he's probably not as good as we think. I've seen him get dealt with a few times, but he is good. He's a better defender than Zinchenko, but he's been injury prone. At least we got a dog, a W dog. At least we got that win. Yeah, that tweet, that was a wild one again yesterday, but I couldn't help it. The PR was just too much. I couldn't help myself. It was funny though. I thought it was a funny joke. But hey, it is what it is. We got a dog and we're friends with Brighton, so what are friends for, people? And a dog is a man's best friend, so we've made a lot of friends this year. We didn't win the title, didn't win the Europa League, didn't win the Carabao Cup, didn't win the FA Cup, but we got a friend called Win. Nice chocolate Labrador. We've got friends over there at Brighton. And what are friends for, people? What are friends for? Smokey said, I didn't want to say nothing, but he's broke up with his girl after 2 years of being with her. It hurts, but she's a unit. Bro, hey, listen, first of all, Smokey, keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up. Bigger fish to fry. Take the Arsenal phrase, man. What do they say when you break up? Plenty more fish in the sea. Go with the Arsenal PR, man. Bigger fish to fry, man. You know what you have to do? I always say to my friends and that when they have breakups, because, it can hurt. I can't lie. You just got to upgrade, bro. You got to upgrade yourself. Start, I think when you break up, start going to the gym. Get yourself in good shape. Make sure your clothes are looking good. Do your thing. So, you say, listen, man, I've bounced back from that and I haven't gone down in the dumps. You go the other way. Oh, Kai saying she was not your girl, bro. It was just your turn. 2-year loan with an option to buy. You couldn't agree terms. And you'll find someone else, man. Don't worry. You'll go bigger and better, man. Don't worry. We got you, bro. We got you, bro. We'll back you in the community. You know what I mean? We got you in the community, man. Big up. Bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish. But big up yourself. I appreciate. I didn't even read the end of your super chat, by the way. Smokey, what did he say? Now I want to see outgoings for us. Yeah, man. The girl can go. Holding can go. El Neni can go. And Ketia can go. Dash with them, man. Bringing upgrades, man. We move. We move people. She went on a free transfer. Do you know what I mean? We're a community, man. We'll make you bounce back, people. We got you, man. We need a community night out, man. Community night out. I hope a lot of you are on the tour this summer. I'm definitely going to try and get an event sorted out over the summer as well. Curtis Shaw link up. Probably in London. Yeah, man. We'll sort out. You'll bounce back, bro. He said, Gunnar Roller said, agree, Big C, but the problem is Rio and Man U fans are hypocrites. When we won the FA Cup, they finished second trophyless. They said they were better. Well, yeah, from that point of view, 100% hypocritical. And a lot of people did that. When we won the FA Cup, it's sponsored by Emirates and your stadium's called Emirates. That's the kind of foolishness I was hearing, like saying that it's a fix that we won it. So, man, leave them, man. E. Ross said, Curtis, my friend, is flying to London to go to the Wolves match and asked me if I wanted anything. I said, yeah, can you get me an autograph? A picture of Win. This club is something else. You know they're going to bring out merch, don't you? I'm just letting you know this already. Just understand that we're going to have merch at some point with a dog on it. There's just no way they're going to allow that to not happen. Are you coming to LA? Hopefully, bro, God willing. Hopefully I'll be over there. Shaw on tour, coming right back. Curtis is a 1 year better than Eddie. I think he is. I do think he is. I'm not even capping. You're going to see today how physical he is, bro. He's strong. She was an inverted girlfriend anyway. You know what I mean? You wanted her at left back. She was all over the midfield. So, yeah, get yourself a solid left back, man. We move, people. We move. Bigger fish to fry, man. Ted Lasso settings. Teddy Lasso, man. Mikel Lasso. Elaine said, stop moaning. Remember where we were last May. It's a good point, Elaine. On the flip side, remember where we were at the end of April. Just letting you know, Elaine. You know what I mean? Balance. I do remember where we were last May, Elaine. 5th. I also remember where we were 3.5 weeks ago. 8 points clear, Elaine. So, balance, Elaine, balance. But big up, Elaine. You came for. I respect it. I do remember where we were in May, but I remember April. And April was a lot closer than last May. So, just letting you know, Elaine. Stop moaning, Curtis, says Nimbo. Listen, Nimbo, there's a chance Zaha joins on a free, so it's still a good day. Elaine's moving in yearly intervals. It's like, I thought Elaine was coming with the tax. Tax like April to April. She said, from April 5th, the tax year. But hey, big up, man, big up. Consider your actions. Hey, man. 8 points clear with 2 games in hand. I don't know if we had 2 games in hand. I can't lie. But we obviously had a points gap. Big up Latte in the building as well. Hope you're well, bro. We got 17 minutes till kickoff. Daily Zaha, shout out. Speaking of dogs, Marseille don't want to sign Nuno. He's on his way back. Listen, do you think that Nuno was gonna hear that we've got a Labrador at the training ground and sign for Marseille? He said, "What? They got a dog over there? I'm on my way back, man. I'm on the next plane." He's on his way back, man. Black said, "Big up Big C in the chat. Are we giving it to Pep Big C? I hope not. Let's at least make them make 24 hours. Don't just hand them the title on a plate and just, well, we've crumbled already, like a Sunday apple crumble after your dinner. But let's not give it them today. Let's make them at least have to pump Chelsea tomorrow." Why always me said the dog would start for Spurs, to be fair. He would. He's quicker than Højbjerg, that's for sure. And he don't dribble as much as Kane either. He speaks better English than Kane from what I've heard. So, yeah, you're right. You are right. Big up Marcel, bless up, Big C, happy Saturday, my bro. Big up Marcel. I respect the fact that you've turned up because you've just threw away any opportunity of top 4 today against Emery, man. Unai Emery tax. But it is what it is. You know what? Liverpool need to go in that Europa League and try and win it, Win versus Nuno for a Barkov. Oh. DMX, baby. The Darkman X, yo. Dash Cash, big up C-Unit community and you, Big C. What do you think of us, man? Taking Gravenberch on loan, possibly signing from Bayern. I like Gravenberch. I'm a fan of him. Are Bayern going to let him go? Possibly. If they did, I'd be interested. He's a good player. I could see him in the Prem. So big up to Dash. Win is better than Richarlison. Definitely. He'd probably score more goals. He's got pace to burn, my friend. Who let the dogs out? Come on, man. The dogs are out, people. What was the other story that I was bringing up? Little quick transfer story. It was in relation to Saka. I need to bring this up, actually. So there was a stat here that Saka has featured in every single Arsenal Premier League game for Arsenal this season. The only game he didn't start was against Leeds when he was introduced as a second-half substitute, despite the fact he had been ill and hadn't been able to train the day before. Seriously, what is the problem? There has to be a clause in his contract. Now, they've mentioned a few names here as potential right-wing replacements. Now, Nimbo, my apologies. Bukayo Saka has made 78 consecutive Premier League appearances for Arsenal and has looked tired in recent weeks. They're saying the 3 wingers they are targeting, Rafinha, Moussa Diaby, and of course the man himself, Crystal Palace finest, boyhood Arsenal fan, Wilfried Zaha. Free transfer. But according to the report, by the way, Moussa Diaby is the top target. It's believed that Barcelona would possibly sell Rafinha. They're trying to raise money to sign Messi, who obviously commands over £600,000 a week. Just quickly in the comments, not going to do a poll because we kick off in 14 minutes and we got bigger fish to fry, people. But out of Rafinha, who they're saying around 65 million, Diaby, who they're saying around 55 million, or Zaha on a free, who would be your ideal signing out of those 3 as a potential winger? The one thing I will say about Zaha's better on the left than the right. So I've never been the biggest fan of Rafinha. I call him a C-Tech Mahrez. So for me, without even seeing enough of Diaby, I'm going to say Diaby, to be honest, because I just I don't really get the hype around Rafinha. I would honestly rather sign Zaha than Rafinha. So I'll go Diaby just because I'm a pace merchant on FIFA. Diaby 90 pace FIFA merchant. I'll take him. Although Smokey said Diaby was stinking out the other day in the Europa League. Okay, bun him. I don't want him. Not really. But no, listen, for me, I just don't want Rafinha. I don't know what. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him at all. Diaby can play both wings, has been very good the past few years. Diaby's probably the most coachable. Yeah, that's a good point. There's been question marks over the attitude of Rafinha. Zaha's 30. He's 30 now. He's better on the left. Is he going to be... Is he coachable for Arteta? I'm not sure. So that'll be interesting. Need someone two-footed maybe, yeah, possibly. Apparently Barca want more than they paid. Nah, they can't get that. Yeah, I was going to do a poll, but I thought we'll just go with the comments, man. Rafinha attitude, very cocky, even though he hasn't achieved much. We just need a competent backup. Diaby, different dynamic with pace. We need Elliot Roberts' boy, Rafa Leao. I'm a big fan of Leao, but I think he's verbally agreed to sign a new contract, so that's not happening. Reaction said Edwards from Sporting. I think he's former Tottenham boy, isn't he? But yeah, there we go, people. So that's the main transfer story of the day. Big up everyone tuned in. 2,000 of you in the chat. Big up to each and every one of you. Subscriber only mode at the moment, which is what I've been doing the last few watch-alongs, just to make it, community settings. If you ain't subscribed, you ain't VIP, you ain't getting in. Red carpet, we move the barrier and you go in the club. Free of charge. Big up Maria, big Forest fan. Come on, you Reds. Hey, relax yourself, Maria. I want Forest to stay up, but you might have to take a defeat today. You can beat Palace next week and stay up. Still got 10 minutes until kickoff. Arsenal are not prepared to pay that kind of money for Leao. The new release clause for Leao is 175 million euros, which I think is about 150 million. So, yeah, that's not going to happen in terms of Arsenal. Big up Jay Dizzle for becoming a member. We had a great member stream on Thursday, 2-hour member stream. We had a lot to get off our chest, man. It was one of them. I knew it was going to be a long stream because everybody had such strong opinions on everything that's happened with the league. I've got to be honest. I'm still very disappointed with what's happened in this title race at the end. And I won't hide from that. I won't come down from saying that. I think I've just accepted what's happened, where we are. I'm trying my best to see it in a positive way. What can I do? If I'm angry and annoyed the whole summer, it's not going to win us the title. Book your holiday. I'm chilling today. Good vibes. Get in the Champions League. Sign some proper players. I'm going to have a great tour in the summer. That's where I'm at. For the last 2 weeks, I've just been annoyed. I've been frustrated. I can't believe the run we went on. But what's the point? It just wasted energy. So for me, that's where I'm at with it. Acceptance is part of moving forward, innit? So, yeah, that's all I can do. There's just no point me being frustrated by it. The Cowboy said, I'm only here for the banter and the tunes. Don't worry, there's going to be songs. There's going to be songs. Big up Vegas Gunner. How about Mbuemo? Left-footed, strong, quick, plays off the right. Looks good. Looks a good player. Nobody's really gone to Brentford yet and tried to cherry-pick any of their players. And when you look at the quality of football that they've played and how comfortable they've stayed in the Prem, they're not far off a European spot. I'm surprised that Mbuemo hasn't, no one's gone for him. I think the goalkeeper, David Raya, is it? We were linked with him. He's been linked with Tottenham. And I think, obviously, Ivan Toney might have got a move if he wasn't, banned. Transcend said, I was at Butlins with City and Brighton fans when we got bashed free from Brighton. Pain in front of the screens everywhere. Oh, man. I'm glad I was just here doing the watch along. I would have been out of that stadium, by the way. I've seen people criticising Arsenal fans for leaving that stadium at 2-0. Bro, I'd have been out of there. You think I'm sitting there for 90 minutes, 2-0? No, man, bun that. You pay your money to go in that stadium. You've got a right, in my opinion, as a football fan. You applaud those players when they play well. You celebrate their goals. You support your team. When they're stinking out the place, 2-0 down, and you've spent all that money for your ticket, go and beat the traffic. Do what you need to do. These man telling, fans can't leave the stadium. Get out of there, man. I would have been Usain bolting out of that stadium at 2 now. I ain't got time for this. Time, you know what I mean? Your time is precious, man. They gave up last week. I ain't sitting there to watch 94 minutes of the team just down tools. So, yeah, man. But let's move forward. Listen, as I said, you know me. I'm not one to mix it. I think we could have won the league. I honestly do. But we got to move. We got to move on, you know, and build in the summer. We need a massive summer. Leon Bloodclot Bailey to the Emirates, what you say? It's mad, you know. 2 years ago, I would have said go and pay 50, 60 million for him at Leverkusen. Watching him at Villa, he's very hit or miss. I got to be honest. Listen, as a backup, it's not bad, but I don't know, man. I haven't been that convinced by Leon Bailey in the Prem, and I would love to, yard man settings and all that, but hasn't fully convinced me. Black said if Rafinha speaks Portuguese, well, yeah, and Deco's his agent. Deco and Edu are friends. Don't be surprised. Why always me said, Smokey, ask Marie if she is available. Free transfer. Dear me. We're running a dating app now, people. AirPod Albert, I'm here, Curtis. My new assignment is feeding and walking the dog. I got a higher salary as well. Look after Win for us, man. Look after Win. Maybe we should change Win's name to Inverted, you know, and see how that goes. Big up yourself here, Pod. Jason, Curtis, would you take Leroy Sané? I would take him. Do you know what? I know it sounds very... How can I say it? I don't know what word to use for it, but you know the rumour of what he might have said to Sadio Mane? If he did say that, I don't want him. If he didn't say that, I'll take him. He's still a good player. Apparently Bayern want to keep him now, though. I think Gnabry's more the one they're looking to shift, so I'd take Gnabry. Winverted, E-Ross. Nah. That deserves I'm actually quite disappointed with myself that you said that before me. How did I miss that one? Winverted, man. The dog and the left back. It's all in one. That is tremendous. That is tremendous. Tinder Shore TV, people. Listen, if you're struggling, you know, we'll bring people together in it. We'll bring people together. And we'll sort this mess out. Right, we're still 6 minutes from kickoff. Hey, big on my brother Broads in the chat. Hey. He said, bro, I spoke to a guy the other day. He was like, swear down, Curtis Shaw is your guy, the one who tears his shirts. Ah, dear. Just let that go, people, please. That was a year ago now. Will I ever live that down? I own it, though. I own it. Sometimes people say, why'd you rip your shirt? I said, you know when you just feel dirty. You're like, I got to get this filth off me. It was too much, man. Callum Wilson's tooth was hanging out. It was a toothless top four battle. You know, Nando's FC, Nick fourth. Get the shirt off. Get it off. Had to come off. So, yeah, it was it was an inverted outfit. You know, what I was doing, I was going out that night, so I turned it into a button-up shirt. So we do everything, you know. It was at left back, but we moved it into midfield by ripping it. So, inverted shirt. Inverted shirt, people. Edu has been window shopping at the dog shelter. He was seen at Battersea Dogs Home, people, speaking Portuguese to a chocolate Labrador midweek. Instead of going to get Liao, we got the dog. A dog is a dog for life, people. Cutting edge fashion. Open plan shirt, people. Listen, the players are walking out on the pitch at the City Ground. Sellout crowd. A few of my friends actually are at this game. Big game for Forest. Obviously, it's their last home game of the season. Yeah, I might do some reactions. React to some of the old streams and stuff like that. Players coming out on the pitch. 3 minutes till kickoff. I think this is one of the most difficult score predictions that I've done all season. Curtis Shaw Derby. I think it's one of the most difficult because I honestly couldn't tell you what Arsenal team are turning up for this. I got no idea. Are they going to be motivated and turn up? Because sometimes no pressure FC were brilliant with no pressure. Or are we going to get rolled over by a Forest team that needs to win to stay up and we get rolled over? A Wanye up front, strong guy, going to cause problems for Kivior. I'm shocked that Brennan Johnson's on the bench, especially if Xhaka's at left back. Jason says 2-1 Arsenal. Amsterdam says 3-1 to Forest. South London's finest going 2-0 for it. I actually went for 2-2. Curtis Shaw, Kevin Campbell, Derby. Yeah, man. Alvin said, help me out. I'm looking for a girlfriend. People, point him in the right direction. Are there any girls in here? We need some more girls in here. There's too many, man. Too many, man. Anyone in here? Stand up. Stand up, people. We'll bring people together in the community. Omar said, wouldn't be surprised if we lose. Shaquille said, Curtis wants Forest to win. No, I don't, you know. I want Forest to stay up. 100%. It's great for the city. Notts County just got promoted to League 2. I'd like Forest to stay in the Prem, no doubt. I've definitely got a soft spot for them, but I want us to win, man. Because if we just get beat and then, you know, do nothing against Wolves next week, it's just a shocking way to finish the season. Edu is, oh man, City champions tonight. So if we lose, they're champions, right? A draw doesn't make them champions, though. Well, until tomorrow. If we draw... Well, a draw, we would still be able to finish level with them on points, but we're 20 goals behind them on goal difference. So they wouldn't actually win the title if we drew, but they, you know. A defeat for us wins them the title. Now, what is this? Are people seeing this? So Xhaka's actually... They're listing him as a midfielder. It looks like we're playing free at the back. It's all going, man. Is Elaine free? Well, Elaine wasn't happy with me earlier in the chat, but, you know, we'll connect her to people if we have to. 3-4-3 it looks like. This is going to be a very good game. I'm telling you, this will be a hard game for us. If you lose, it's over tonight. Hey, big up Danny Boy. Finally, I'll make it to a live stream. Big up the community and Big C. Big up everyone tuned in. Subscriber only mode, people. VIP section. Red carpet. We moved the barriers. You're straight in. You subscribe, so you're VIP people. If they're not subscribed, they're not VIP. You've got to get ID. You've got to wear the right footwear. You better come with a smart shirt. You better have some money as well. If you subscribe, you're in. Make sure you like the video. Let's get at least 2,000 likes. It is the end, by the way, of this shirt. It's the final time that Arsenal will be wearing this shirt. One of my favourite away shirts in recent years. And this is the last one. By the way, when's the last time we wore that pink shirt? We haven't wore the pink shirt for time. I didn't even buy that shirt either. I was never a fan of that one, but they really haven't wore that shirt much this season. It's the final game in the black shirt, sorry. The players are in a huddle. It's probably Odegaard giving the chat. Big up Dre, man. Wagwan Curtis. Big up the chat. Told man Xhaka at left back. Tierney is gone. I think it could be the end of Tierney. Bournemouth away. Yo, do you know how long ago that was? Surely. Bournemouth away. That was like in the summer. Saliba. Prada's allowed. You can get in Prada's, people. You can get in. We're cool. We'll let you in easy. Samuel, if you brought Abby Summers as a guest in one of your streams, man, would stampede the chat. Big up Abby. Big up Abby. Hey, man, don't be simping, people. Don't be simping. Right, we're about to kick off. Nottingham Forest shooting towards their home fans. Arsenal shooting towards our away fans. The final away game of the 2022-23 season for Arsenal. Will we get 3 points? Sunny day in Nottingham today. Sellout crowd. Must-win game for Forest. I wouldn't say a must-win for Arsenal, but, you know, we would like to win. Yeah, I ain't talking about the Simpsons either, people. No simping. Who's that on the floor? We've been playing 20 seconds. We've been playing 21 seconds. So Solid's chorus was shorter than... What's happened to him? Oh, he's kicked him off the ball there, Yates. He's a bit of a dirty player as well. Abby is a Spurs fan. That's a ram. Come on, you Gunners. Let's go. Curtis Arteta played for Rangers. Tierney played for Celtic. Is that why Arteta does... You know what? What a fantastic point. I would have never thought of that. Bro, no, I wasn't... Partey's playing inverted right back, it looks like. We're playing... And he gives the ball away. This is a mad one. Subscriber mode ain't on. Surely it's on. Sub mode. Let me have a look. Subscriber mode's on, bro. Participate. Yeah, man, they can't send messages if they ain't in, bro. Partey looks like he's playing right back. I don't know what's going off. It's all mad. Kivior looks like he's at left back. Xhaka's in midfield with Jorginho. That's a madness. Gibbs White, I got up against Partey. Yeah, it's inverted sub mode. It's not really sub mode. It's an inverted version of it that Pep Guardiola showed us how to do. It's not on my end. What? What's going off, man? Subs. Slow mode. 5 minutes. There we go. Let's do it again. Well, it says it's on. If it's not, forgive me. I thought it was community only, subscribers only. Forest on the ball anyway. Forced all the way back to their goalkeeper. Keylor Navas. How have they got Keylor Navas at Forest, by the way? What a signing. I know they've only got him on loan. Here's Odegaard. I'll tell you something. They're going to have a battle today. Let me tell you that. Let's talk about a couple of these Forest players. Ryan Yates, Nottingham boy. Typical, like, championship, bullish centre mid. He'll kick you. He'll leave one on you. Danilo, who was going to sign for Arsenal and has hit form for Forest over the last few weeks, scoring goals. Obviously, in the summer, we were trying to sign him, and then Forest bought him in January for about 20 million. And they give him a 6-year contract as well. And they've got a long throw, I think. Is it Mangala or Niakate? One of them. Got a massive long throw. So that's going to be hard to deal with. Good tackle, Thomas Partey at right back on Danilo. Nimbo was right, pre-season settings. Yeah, this is a vibe along, people. Navas is 40 years old, almost the same age as Partey. I think Partey's got grandkids 40 years old. Danilo's playing on the wing. The crowd is loud. Yeah, listen, City ground. It's not a joke. Niakate with the throw. Long throw. It's going to be a long day at the office for Arsenal, let me tell you. Long throw into the area. They've got Felipe as well, former Atletico Madrid centre-back. Although he's getting on a little bit as well. Ball's cleared out. Smokey said, have you ever seen a gaffer do what Arteta's done to Tierney? Not play him, change the formation, and Tierney must be knocking on his door. It must be... He's going. He's going. Let's be real. He's on his way to Newcastle. He's on his way to Newcastle. So... But it's a great point that was made about the Celtic and Rangers thing. Inverted pre-season. It starts today, people. LD said, Forest fans singing Champions of Europe. What, you'll never sing that? I feel ashamed we haven't won one. Oh, here's a chance for Forest. Ball's up in the air. It's bouncing all over the place. We managed to clear it. Head injury. Someone's down with a head injury for Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus takes a whack on the head. Listen, the star above the badge. It's the missing piece of the football club, isn't it? We know that. It's the missing piece, the star on the badge. Listen, it's a little bit shameless from Forest because they won it in like 1979 and it was the European Cup. It wasn't even the Champions League then, but I respect it. I respect it. You know your history. They won back-to-back European Cups, but it hurts me, man. I can't lie. It hurts me that we were that good and we never just clipped to one Champions League, even if we never came back. 2006, man, that was the most painful night as an Arsenal fan ever. African Giant, don't worry, Big C will do the business tomorrow. Imagine if Chelsea actually turned City over. It's not going to happen, not with Frank Lampard. Here's Odegaard, Arsenal keep possession. This does feel like a pre-season game. It really does. I've been calling out for Kivior at left back. Arteta must have been listening, says Gary. It'll be interesting. I think, like I said, I'm glad that Brennan Johnson's not playing. Very direct winger. Oh, is that a foul on Jesus in the area? Referee says no, goes through to the goalkeeper. Game started very slow. Genuinely, does Emery have a better squad at Villa than he did at Arsenal? He did have some poor players at Arsenal, but at the same time, he had prime Aubameyang. He had probably the best version of Lacazette that we'd seen at Arsenal. He won Player of the Year that year. He'd signed Pepe. He'd signed Tierney. He had Torreira the year when Torreira actually was playing well. So I'd still say the Arsenal squad was better, but we had some poor players, Mustafi and Socrates, who was calling for Kivior because he's getting outpaced. They're appealing for a penalty. They get a corner. Kivior then looked like he had a caravan on his back. Look at Kivior, man. And Gibbs White's not even that quick. Good block by Gabriel. I'm telling you, man, you're lucky. We're lucky that Brennan Johnson is not playing right wing. He's one of the quickest players in the league. Kivior then looked like he was carrying a double-decker bus on his back. He's slow, man. That's why I'm not sure about him at left back. I can't lie. Corner to Forest. Renan Lodi to take it. Former. Kivior's pace is buffering. It's definitely buffering, bro. Corner. Oh, Lodi slips and Odegaard clears it at the near post. And what's happened? I think he's given a free kick to Arsenal. Caravan Kivior. First time someone runs at him and the man's treading water. The Kiwi's getting peeled. I can't lie, he was getting peeled then. It wasn't pretty. I don't know about this Kivior at left back thing. Kivior's got inverted pace. He's hiding it. He's hiding it. Gary! Take it back, Gary. He said, I've been calling for Kivior for weeks. Retract it, Gaz. Put him back at centre-back. Trust me, he had Butlins on his back. I thought he was in Skegness. Bognor Regis. Inverted pace from Kivior. Oh, dear. Here's Benny Blanco. Back at centre-back, by the way. So we're genuinely playing Partey at right-back. Ben White centre-back with Gabriel and then Kivior at left-back. Here's Granit. No, it's Jorginho. Finds Kivior. Bombing on. Oh, he tries to play a little ball to Trossard. Some of our players haven't even touched the ball yet. It's a good ball by Danilo, but Saka does well. Good covering from Saka. Some of our players have not seen the ball yet. I'm telling you, Trossard hasn't touched it. Jesus is getting beat up front. They're just kicking him. One AFC helped me out as well, Big C, in the community. The girl I like is ignoring my texts. Anyways, big up to you in the community. What do we do? Maybe play it cool a little bit. You know, sometimes you chase them too much, they'll run off. Sometimes you got to, you know, show them what they're missing a little bit. See if she comes to you. And if she don't, then yeah, maybe it's bigger fish to fry for you as well, bro. You might have to move on. But it is what it is. I told you, we're here for what... Listen, season's pretty much done. You know, if we end up talking relationship advice, have a little sing-along, talk about holidays in the summer, biscuits... Whatever you need. I'd say stop chasing her a little bit. Give her some space. Let her know. But hey, inverted ignoring. She's not actually ignoring you. She's kind of playing a new system. She's reading it, but not replying, you know. She's mentally replying. Inverted text messages. Inverted replies. End the text, bro, they said. Curtis Kevin Samuel advisory. Well, we got to do something, haven't we? We ain't got a title, so we might as well, you know, give some relationship advice if necessary. I told you it's a vibe along. Big up Ricardo. The community is funny at the likes. Big up, bro. Jack of all trades. Big up E Ross. English tax Ross. Big up yourself, bro, as always. But big up one AFC, man. Big up one AFC. Big up to LSU Gunner C. How about a shout out for my son Connor, who's home from college watching with me. He'll get his attention listening to you. Big up Connor. Hey, listen to your dad, man. Listen to your dad. He knows what he's talking about. Big up Connor. Appreciate you tuning in. And yeah, man, big up to LSU Gunner and the family, man. Here's Saka in the area. Saka pulls it back. Oh, it's blocked. He's got to get that into the area. This game is like a championship game. Honestly, they're kicking us. Odegaard, great ball. Trossard tries to find Jesus. Tries to chip Navas. Navas saves it. The pass got a little bit too close to Navas. Jesus couldn't chip it over him. First decent move of the game, really, for Arsenal. And Keylor Navas has the ball. Asmodeus said, please let Forest win. As a City fan, I want to see Sterling do a guard of honour tomorrow. I suppose, yeah, he would have to, wouldn't he? Christian said, got to have multiple girls in case something like that happens. Hey, man, listen. Big pimping and all that, man. You know the song, big tune. Curtis, calm down. It's a friendly. Yeah, I suppose. It is. It's pre-season. It's early pre-season. Anyway, let's get back to the game. He's give a free kick. No. Arsenal have the ball. Jorginho finds Thomas Partey. What's your favourite biscuit? Do you know what? I don't really eat biscuits too much, but I like caramel digestives. I don't really like plain biscuits. I need all kinds of flavour. Chocolate and caramel. But I don't eat them often still. They're a bit heavy, man. So I don't really eat biscuits that often. But yeah, I like a caramel digestive, man. They're a serious biscuit. Would you do NBA Finals watch along? I would, I would. I've really started to enjoy NBA in the last few years. I actually think it's my favourite American sport. I see the Miami Heat. Jimmy Buckets Butler, man. And the Nuggets. Look at the Nuggets, man. Kroenkes, man. They're going to end up in the final, aren't they? Mashing up LeBron. Typical Kroenke, man. Every other team is flying. But Arsenal, I mean, we did all right, but yeah, we're delayed. We're talking biscuits, NBA. It's all going off. We had it all in our hands, Mamadou. It's crazy. It's crazy. Here's Partey. Finds Gabriel Jesus in the area. Oh, he shot. Well, I think he tried to cross it. It's blocked. It goes out for a corner. Butler's doing his thing, man. He's serious. He's serious. Buckets Butler, man. Do NBA watch-alongs. I might do. I genuinely might. I'm really enjoying NBA at the moment. Someone said, Darren said, we've gone from prime 50 Cent to Ja Rule selling tickets on Groupon. It's mad, innit? Oh dear. That is a freak injury there. So basically, Odegaard's played a pass, slipped over. He's fallen down on Niakate's leg, and it looks like he's twisted his ankle. It might even be worse. But he's landed right on. Imagine his legs there. His whole body weight's just gone onto his leg. It looks like his ankle. Is it a twisted ankle or is it worse than that? But yeah, that looks naughty. I'll be shocked if he carries on after that. GJB said Arsenal are the original inverted cash cows for the USA teams. I agree. We're the side dish, man. We're the collateral damage in case anything goes wrong. Yeah, you're right, Cello. He's the one who does the long throws for them as well, Niakate. Jesus is too dramatic. He seems to be one of them guys, don't he, Jesus? Like, when he gets a challenge, it's like dramatic, rolls over, he's desperate to win the pen. I actually think sometimes when you start acting like that, you almost trigger the ref not to give you the foul because he's like, bro, why are you reacting like that for? Lacazette used to do it as well. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. In-swinger. Ties on TV, apparently. Full tracksuit. Saka takes it short. Finds Trossard. That's a terrible cross. Tries to help it on first time. Doesn't make a good connection. End up all the way back to the halfway line with Granit Xhaka. Big up John. C-Unit business. Big C, you going to the 50 Cent European tour? I might do. I've seen 50 twice in concert. The thing that's put me off is 50 came to London in the summer. My friend went to the concert. I think he was at the Wembley Arena. And he did it with a live band. And I just didn't like... I heard a bit of it. It just didn't sound good with a live band, man. It didn't work for me. So I need to find out if he's doing it with a live band. If he's doing a live band, I'm not going, man. I need to hear the proper music, man. No disrespect to whoever plays them in them bands, but nah, man. It was sounded like Oasis. I didn't know what was going off. I thought he was gonna sing "Today's gonna be the day," so I said, nah, man. I'm gonna leave it. So we'll see. Will you be in DC? I'm not sure about the DC game as of yet. I'm waiting on something to see whether I can do those dates. New York and LA is the likely one, the likely two at the moment. Here's Trossard in the penalty area. Got no space. Hound him out there. He wins a corner though. Well done. Yeah, man, the live band didn't work for me. They did 50 dirty on the Super Bowl, calling him $1.50. Yeah, the upside down thing, man. You can't be doing that in your 40s, man, with that extra, that extra weight. It didn't work for him. Yeah, he definitely turned into a dollar. Corner to Arsenal. What are you saying? Leave it. Yeah, I'm not. The inverted live band, it didn't work for me. Corner to Arsenal. In swinger. Put it in this time, man. The short corner didn't work. Saka to take it. In swinger. It's up in the air. Flicked on. Header. Oh, over the bar. Chance at the back post. Gabriel Jesus. Hey, Dre. I'll be neutral over there, man. I'll be careful in LA. I ain't claiming no set, man. I'm neutral. Go easy on me, people. I won't be throwing up no signs, man. I'm cool. A&E do brews. Off to Spain next week with my pals. Next week, spot of Arsenal therapy. I'm telling you, book your holiday. Grab a break. Next Sunday is the end of the season. I'm not even sure if that game will be on TV. I'm not sure. Because why would you show it? No, I've never been to LA, never done the West Coast. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. Here's Awoniyi. Flicks it on. Ben White. Oh, good header back to Ramsdale. A bit of pressure there. Omar, you're welcome in. Hey, Omar. Listen, man, I'm telling you, I'm looking for the community, man. Where are they at? Wherever I'm at, I'm looking for the community, people. Slow start to the game. Partey on the ball. 17 minutes gone. Vivek, Curtis, how are you feeling about this game? Listen, this game feels like a friendly. As an Arsenal fan, this game means very little to me. I can't lie. I'm here purely for vibes. Here's Saka up against Renan Lodi. He's been tackled there and it's a throw-in. Saka, man, just hasn't been at it. Just has not been at it in the last few weeks. Seems to be struggling against Dan Burn. Kept him quiet. He's just not at his best, is he? Eckhard, the way Jesus complains about every little thing is becoming irritating. He's very over the top with him trying to win free kicks. Does not convince me he's the man to take us forward. I like Jesus, but I would 100% buy another striker. Sometimes I think he gets bullied a little bit. And like I said, Odegaard with a terrible pass. Gives it straight to Gibbs White. They're 3v2. Looks for Awoniyi. Scores! 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. Taiwo Awoniyi with the goal. Martin Odegaard with a shocking pass. Gives the ball away. We're caught out 3v2. Morgan Gibbs White slips the pass into Awoniyi. It even looked like he overhit the pass a little bit there. Somehow he gets the ball past Aaron Ramsdale. And we're 1-0 down. I mean, City are going to be champions today. It is have you ever... People tell me we went toe-to-toe with this City team. I'm telling you, we took our toe out of that race a long time ago. We have literally capitulated over the last few weeks. What on earth is that from Martin Odegaard, bro? He gives the ball straight to Morgan Gibbs White. I don't know how. I actually think Gabriel tackles him and the ball hits Awoniyi and go, what is Odegaard doing there? Shambolic 3v2. Do you know what? I'm sure Gabriel kicks that against Awoniyi. He kicks it off him. That's when you know your luck is in. He kicks it. He wins the ball, tackles it, and it hits him on his shin and goes in. Edu was sucking that toe, bro. Inverted title challenge, man. I told you. It was an inverted title. What is Odegaard doing there, man? I've been bigging Odegaard up the past week, and he does that. I knew he'd struggle today. They got big lads in midfield. Odegaard, man. Gotta do better there. Listen, honestly, you won't hear me shouting or nothing like that. I'm genuine. I don't have the energy to even start shouting. I said 2-2 draw. We play like this, we won't even. But you know, it is what it is. Season's done for me anyway. Great assist by Odegaard. I'm genuinely. You won't hear me shouting. You won't hear a meltdown. You won't hear nothing. One AFC come to India, big C, it'll be a blast. Hey, man, listen, I'm willing to travel. I'm where the community's at, bro. Send Odegaard back to Norway, says Mamadou. They're talking about 7-year contract, bro. He ain't going nowhere. Part A into the area. Jesus. Shoot. Saved by Navas. Do you know one thing I'll say about Gabriel Jesus? I don't want to be harsh on him, right? You know the best strikers. Not even the best strikers. You don't even have to be the best, but you know, just really good strikers. They have a fear factor about them. And they don't have to even be the top ones. If we was playing Brentford, Tony would concern me. Mitrovic would concern me. I just think sometimes if you're in the opposition team, does Gabriel Jesus have a fear factor about him? I think they know he's a good player, but I just don't know if he scares the opposition. I think over the last couple of years at City, he's that ability as a goal scorer is not there. You know what? Jesus would be ideal in a 2 up front. I think if he played up front with a target man, he'd be really good. I think he probably could play out wide, but he's not. He doesn't look like a goal scorer. He doesn't look like a striker anymore. He plays like somebody that would play off the striker or play out wide of the striker. So, I think we got to buy a striker in the summer, man. He scares me when I see him in the lineup. Trust the process. It's going to bang. 2047, I told you. That's our year. Arteta out next season. It will be beautiful, said ER. Oh, don't do that. They'll blame me for your super chat. Aluminium said, Curtis, you said you're a pace merchant. Would you take Brennan Johnson? I would aim higher than Brennan Johnson, to be honest. He would be better than the backup we've got for Saka, but I would aim higher. We're in the Champions League. I think we can get better, but I do like Brennan Johnson. I know his dad well, David Johnson, former Forest striker. McLovin said, can you win, please? We want to win at home with our fans. That's how shambolic it is, innit? City fans actually want us to win so they can beat Chelsea and win the title after the game. They don't want us to lose, so they've just won the title. It's madness. They just can't handle the pressure. As good as we are as a team, once the squeeze gets put on them and it's like, yo, title challenge, really now? Or top 4 challenge like last season, it's like we just can't quite cope with that pressure. We've got to sign leaders and winners in the summer. We can't keep signing nice boys. We can't. We need a few. Here's Gabriel Jesus, gets clattered straight away. Jesus is concerning me. Not just today either, the last few weeks. Snake Eye said, I said it last week. I continue to say it. These players are soft. When it matters, these players capitulate. I just think we're too nice. I'm sorry. Yellow card for a 1 year there. Leads with the elbow on Gabriel. I think we're a good team. I think we're talented. I think we're nice. I think we're a nice team. And you don't often see a nice team win the league. As horrible as that sounds. Tell me a nice team that's won the Premier League. Leicester weren't nice that year. Vardy was horrible. Kante would hunt you down. Wes Morgan would elbow you. Hoof would elbow you. Chelsea were horrible. Diego Costa, Drogba, they'd kick you. Arsenal were horrible. Vieira. Man United had Keane. You've got to have that edge, that horrible edge to you to win the title. Nice teams don't win titles. Nice teams can challenge. Good footballing teams, pretty to watch. You get pats on the back for that. Yeah, you might get Champions League football, but you don't lift the trophies. That's the problem. Do you know what? And I've said this before and it doesn't actually work, but it might not be a bad thing us losing a few games at the end of the season. I'll tell you why, because it might be a wake-up call for Arteta and Edu and the Kroenkes that, listen, we've had a good season, we've finished second, but we're not as good as you think we are. And you can't afford to rest on your laurels, where the problem with Arsenal sometimes, when they're winning games at the end of the season, the next season, they start to think we're better than we are, and we're not. If we don't get our act together in the summer, you'll see Liverpool and teams like that go past us. The Premier League is unforgiving. Marco said, put Jesus up front with Aubameyang, Lacazette settings. I think, well, if only he was here. Big up my bro, Saeed. Next season, the real Arsenal will be back. Hey, but listen, relax. We're higher than you. But yeah, it's We've definitely stumbled, that's for sure. Corner to Arsenal. Saka whips it in. Oh, volleyed wide. Trossard. That was well worked. I actually thought Trossard mishit that. But he actually made a decent connection. Saka lays it off to the edge of the area. That is a well-worked corner, but leads to nothing, people. Leads to nothing. Dinershen, Rice to Chelsea, Caicedo to United. Then the meltdown will begin. I hope not. Sam, big up Sam, new member. Welcome to the community, bro. Make sure you go and subscribe to Saeed as well. Top man he is. Dio said, what I clock with Jesus is that I wouldn't trust him to finish when he has time. He tends to be off balance, shows a lack of confidence and being clinical. We need a 9. I think, strikers, we're just different individuals on a pitch. We live and breathe off confidence. And I look at Jesus, I see a player that had no belief in himself. Not no belief, but I remember in the Edu interview when we signed him and he said he told Jesus, I want the original Jesus back. I don't want the one that's been at Man City for the last few years playing out wide. I want the one that was in Brazil being called the next big thing, striker coming through. And I still don't quite think we're seeing it. I still don't see, I just don't look at Jesus and think he's going to win a lot of games for us. I don't see that. I'm sorry to mention him, but Aubameyang when he was playing well, Van Persie, Sanchez, I know he was more of a winger, but I used to look at them guys and think, you'll win us games this season. You live and breathe goals. Jesus, I don't quite feel the same. I think he does all the other stuff, the hold up, and even there, good little link-up play, but he shoots. That's probably landed in the River Trent on the back of the stadium. I like him. I think he'd be brilliant in a 2, Honestly, I think if you put a target man with him, I think he'd be really good. But up front by himself, I'm just not totally sure yet. Big up Dio with the super chat, though. Appreciate that, bro. ER said, do we need to buy a new dog? It's not working. I mean, Win, come on, man. Start barking or something. Get us a couple goals. Law said Balogun or Eddie or a new striker. New striker or Balogun for me. One of those two. Eddie? Nah, bro. Nah. Eddie ain't the answer. I'd sell Eddie in the summer. Bleck said, isn't that dog meant to help us win? Congrats to Pep. When men first went to the moon, Pep was already there. Arteta is just a storyteller. Wow. It's all right being Pep's assistant, but you got to be as good as Pep. Just because you've seen him make the dinner don't mean you can make the dinner, But hey, which 9 would you get? They got to find one and go big. Get somebody who scores and got a bit more to his game in terms of the penalty area. This formation is awful. Free kick to Forest, by the way. We're not playing well. 29 minutes gone. Puts it to the back post. Felipe goes up. Oh, he's given a free kick to Arsenal in the area. Lucas said, big up Curtis, hope you're well, mate. Who let the dogs out? Arteta did. He went from listening to We Are the Champions by Queen to playing classic Pet Shop Boys. Hey, man, listen. Soft. You have an agenda. You've got an agenda. It's not the dog's fault. Don Draper, big up yourself. Big up Big C. Are we not harsh with Arteta? We are second and the season is over. Listen, Don, big up yourself. I respect your opinions. Go and follow him on Twitter. Does some great transfer work. As I said, man, second, fair play. They deserve credit. Wouldn't have expected second at the start of the season. Ball whipped in by Jesus. It's cleared. But you look at the last few weeks. Look at this, man. Get up, man. Thomas Partey, you're meant to be the general. And Awanya just dashed him to the floor. Look, that's what I'm saying, man. Weak. This is my problem, done. They're soft. Look at these, man. Thomas Partey, you're meant to be our hard man, our tough guy. A man's just dashing you to the floor. You need some jollof. Some hard food, bro. What's this? Too much noodles. Soft. Nah, man. This is my problem, Don. By time this season finishes, people will be going, what kind of title challenge was that? Do you know what I mean? It don't make no sense. We'll end up about 7 points behind City by the time the league's done. Look at that from Saka. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to get caught up in this. I'm not going to allow it to happen. They don't deserve the energy now. I'm sorry. We put our energy in this season. We need more than this. It's Forest, man. Come on. 2 wins in our last 7 games, people. This is what I keep reiterating. Arsenal not winning the league, you know, I can deal with that. I understand the way football works. We've got no divine right to win the title. If you lose to Liverpool, City, Man United, you know, tough games away from home, sometimes you got to look and go, it was too much for them. But West Ham, Southampton, Brighton at home, getting bullied against Forest, 5th from bottom, I'm sorry, that's where I have to question the group. We have the ball back. We've already created a decent chance in this game. Nah, man, he fell. He got barged over, man. He needs to be stronger than that, Hundo. Come on, man. This is big boy football, man. Forest are going to mix it. We knew they were going to be physical. Got to stand up and be countered, man. Partey, the general, he's more like a chef in the mess hall. Bro. Thought you said the stream was for vibes. Yeah, I know. They're moving like bad vibes there. I have to fix up still. I can't lie. Here's Odegaard. Finds Jorginho into Jesus. Can we just have a shot? Keylor Navas about 65 years of age in goal. We ain't even tested him. We're not supposed to just lie down and take it. Here's Trossard. This game calls for Nketiah in the box. Let's talk movies. We might have to. Here's Benny Blanco on the ball. Finds Jesus, loses it. It's not a good day at the office for Jesus. Oh, look, man are getting twisted up as well. Here's Danilo up against Ben White. Good defending, Benny. Jeez. Talk cartoons. Trust me, I'd rather talk about the Flintstones than this. Here's Saka. You're up against 2. Come back out. Keep the ball. I would genuinely rather talk about the Flintstones. Jesus bullied again, rolling around the floor, begging free kicks. I'm sick of seeing it. Instead of going, hold him off, protect it, put him under pressure, keep the ball. Ball comes up to him, he goes, rolling around. Get up, man. Brother, you come from the favelas. Strong, I want to see power. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass brother who won't take no crap off of nobody. Cool running settings, Sanka. Man rolling around the floor, come from the favelas. Relax yourself. Stand up, man, and fight. Jesus rolling around the floor every minute, man. What's going on? Here's Danilo. Good ball into a 1-year. Oh, Ramsdale. He's offside. They need to start changing that rule, by the way, how they allow the linesman doesn't seem to give offside until the player touches the ball. Somebody's going to get hurt one day. I don't like that. See, I see you tearing your black kit. No chance, my friend. No more ripped shirts. No more. I told you, man, it's inflation is real. Obi said, what does Man City's transfer budget have to do with Arsenal not being able to beat Southampton and West Ham? Exactly. I'm totally aware. Man City are a superpower. Of course, I'm totally aware of how good they are. I watched the game against Madrid. We can't hide from that, but you play Manchester City twice in the league. You don't play them 20 times a season. So we could have lost twice to City and still potentially won the title. Obi, tremendous comment. I agree, said Aluminium. Saeed, Jesus, glorified Lacazette. Bro, honestly, I don't like to say it, because once you say it, it's out there. But I'm concerned with what I've seen in the last couple of months. He looks like, he had that run before he got injured. I think it was 8-9 games without scoring. In the Prem, them 8-9 game runs without scoring, they'll cost you, bro. Top strikers don't go 9 games without scoring, man. It's worrying me. We need another option. What a farewell by Liverpool fans. Firmino was, I think, world class. One of the best false nines in the world. He's a free agent. Maybe we should go for him, but nah. CFC Pirate. Big C, do you still believe Arsenal will not win anything significant under Enos ownership? Also, do you agree Arteta has bottled those cups and the title? I've said it before and I stick to it. Until I'm shown evidence and factual evidence, I don't believe Arsenal win a major trophy. And I call major trophy Champions League and Premier League under this ownership because I just don't see it. I don't see it. Until I see something to convince me, then I'm not convinced. And I haven't seen it. £120 million window is not going to bridge the gap with Manchester City. They're buying one player for 100 million. So I need to see a ruthless streak to this football club. Get rid of players who aren't good enough. Drop players when they're not playing well. I don't care how good Saka is. If he's not performing, bench him. Simple as that. De Bruyne gets benched. Do you know what I mean? So that's the kind of edge that we need if we're going to move forward. You have to demand more from these players. Free kick to Forest there. Foul by Partey. But big up CFC Pirate. Appreciate it. Earpod Albert Curtis. Getting a dog was my idea. It's good for the spirit and the dog will be used during the training sessions. It wouldn't surprise me, bro. It would not surprise me. Title race gone, but at least we got a nice fluffy dog. I don't know if you heard the second part of the press conference. Apparently he's planted an olive tree as well, as a representation of the growth of Arsenal. So, if I speak, I'm suspended at least 6 months. Everything is worrying. Should be finishing strong, using to work towards next season. Listen, title's gone. City win the league tomorrow. They may even win it today if we carry on playing like this. What you're supposed to do is restore some pride, win your last couple of games, keep the team hungry for next season, have a feel-good factor as you finish, and then you go into next season. Now, Tarun, I just want to pull you up on this. He said, stop blaming the owners for everything. First of all, I'm not blaming them for everything. They don't decide to keep Bob Elneny, Eddie Xhaka and give them extensions. Well, you are aware, though, Tarun, that for a player to get a new contract, it has to be signed off by the owner. Arteta can't pull Rob Holding in an office and just go, I'm giving you a new 5-year deal on an extra 20 grand a week. The owner has to sign that contract off. If I'm the owner of the football club and Arteta comes to me and says, I want to give Holding a new 4-year contract with a pay rise, I'm saying, brother, I respect you, and I want you to do your job, but I can't sign that form. That form can't get my signature on it, bro, because I'm aware of this. You think Abramovich would he give Rob Holding a 4-year deal? He knew what was what at his football club. So you got to put it all into context. Yeah, Arteta, yep, the players, yep, Edu, but ultimately, it starts with the owner. It starts with him. It's not all their fault. But Arteta can't just give Rob Holding a new contract and give him a pay rise. The owner has to sign paperwork and sign that off. So you have to put some blame at the ownership. If I'm the owner, I'm sitting down with Arteta in January. I'm saying, listen, we're in a position we never expected to be in. We can win the league. I want you to have a mini summer transfer window in January. Get me a top quality centre mid. Get me a top quality defender, right? And get me a winger. And we'll go big. We'll spend 150 million if we can. And we'll win the league. That is the kind of thing. When have you ever seen a transfer window and gone, boy, man, these Kroenkes are serious. They're serious. They're going for it. People said last summer we were going for it. We signed 2 players that affected the squad. Jesus and Zinchenko, they cost 70 million between them. And Fabio, who hasn't hardly played. And Marquinhos got loaned out. Turner sat on the bench. So they got to go for it. I'm not expecting the Kroenkes to do what Manchester City do in the window. They're a unique football club. They're state-owned. They've spent $1 billion on players. Their manager's on £30 million a season. He's the second highest paid manager in world football after Diego Simeone. I don't expect them to spend $1 billion. I expect them to spend more than Nottingham Forest spent. Forest spent more than us last summer. So they got to go bigger. Go big or go home. Otherwise, you ain't going to catch them. Look at the Liverpool model. They invested big at the right times. Alisson, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Salah, Mane, top quality players. They got Michael Edwards in as director. He's brilliant at selling players as well, which is a big thing when it comes to buying players because it balances out the book. So it's the whole structure that needs to improve, you know. Throw into Forest. Niakate, who is still on the pitch, throws it in the area. Ramsdale collects it. We have been awful in this first half. Honestly, I say this all the time, there's a way of losing. Sometimes you lose. You're not good enough. They're better than you. You lose. The way that we have gone on in the last few weeks, 2 wins out of 7. This would be 8. It's just, I can't believe the way we've just fallen. Look at Saka there, just gets bullied off the ball by Renan Lodi. And again, we're looking for free kicks. What is this thing with Arsenal now? Instead of being strong and standing up, we roll over and try and get a free kick. Here's Saka again. Get at him. Good. Get in the box. Whips it in. It's up in the air. Navas punches it. I told you he's a bit dodgy. Arsenal have the ball back. Genuine relegation form. 2 wins out of 7. Samu said we miss Martinelli badly in this game. We miss his pace. Partey whips it in. Oh, no challenge. And cleared. This is a shocking performance. Really is. I'm all... Oh, I don't know. MO7, Big C, I ain't watching this ish. Going to enjoy my birthday. Happy birthday, bro. Don't let them mash up your birthday. Raul said his younger bro is a Man City fan. We have lost a generation because of the mediocrity. This manager will be sacked by Christmas due to increased expectations. Our current form is awful, says Jason. Shoot, have you seen anyone just get the ball 25 yards out, have a pop? Just have a pop at him. No one. I'd love to know if we even had a shot on target. Here's Jorginho. It's the ball out wide to Saka. Cuts back. Whips it into the back post. It's an awful cross. Goes out for a goal kick. This is... I mean, I saw a story in the week that Saka's new deal is going to be £290,000 a week. I mean, boy... This is you got to produce more than this, bro, on 290 bags a week. I know it's not all about money, but ultimately, what did people say when Aubameyang signed the new deal? So much money, dropped off. Ozil, big money, performance has dropped. Keylor Navas, looks like he's injured. Physio's coming on the pitch. He doesn't look happy. 2 minutes, well, a minute till half time. Oh, the goal was so bad. It's very lucky because Gabriel actually tackles Awoniyi and the ball bounces off Awoniyi's shin and goes in. It's just typical, isn't it? There's a little break in play. That is one of the luckiest goals you'll ever see, but you create your own luck sometimes, don't you? Babatunde said, Arteta has shown more match understanding than this nonsense. Tactics is displaying. What is Partey doing? This is disgraceful. I honestly think this Arsenal team have checked out. They've checked out, man. You know, the season is over for this team for the last couple of weeks, man. They felt like City have won it and they've checked out. And it shouldn't be like that, you know. They should have made City have to win tomorrow and beat Brighton on Wednesday or Tuesday when they play them and beat Brentford and just see what happens. They've literally handed it to them over the last 4 weeks. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. Because often the season ends with the feeling of the way it finishes, you know. And because of how bad we've done at the end, it's going to put a downer on the season, really. Another throw into Forest. It'll be a long throw. Big up Babatunde. Owen said, we have to sign players this summer. If we don't add to this squad, we're a side battling for top 6 next year. We have been awful for the last month. For the last month, we've looked like Arsenal of last season, where we can get beat by anyone if we're not at it. We can beat anyone and we can lose to anyone. So we got to fix up, man, in the summer. Abdullah said, Curtis, the person who said don't blame the owner is stupid. Who spends money at Arsenal? Who hired Arteta? Who hired Ed? Listen, I'm not gonna have a dig at people. I'm just saying, when people say don't blame Kroenke, it's like if you own a business and you hire a manager and he fails, then the question marks fall at you. Why have you hired him? You know, the sporting director fails with the transfers. You hired him. so it falls at your feet. If you didn't give the club enough money to spend, again, it comes back to you. It all starts with the owner, in my opinion. Yeah, tactical decisions, things like that. Yeah, that's down to the manager. But ultimately, again, who hires him? Who signs off the new contracts? You know, Rob Holding, El Neni and Eddie, they all got new contracts under this manager. Xhaka, all of them. They all got new deals. Big C said it perfectly. We ain't winning any major trophies with the Kroenkes. I don't believe so. I genuinely don't. And I'm sorry. I think it will be FA Cup at best and top 4. That is the ceiling with this ownership. Unless they change. Yeah, they're on the beach. They're in Ibiza. They're in Dubai. They're in LA. They've checked out. Those Arsenal v Wolves tickets must be... I wish I'd have sold mine and got 25 grand. Because you probably get them for 25 pence now. I'm certainly not interested in going to that game. The issue with Kroenke is he doesn't care about Arsenal enough compared to his US clubs, 100%. And no one can tell me otherwise until I see it. 4 minutes added on. We're over 2 minutes in. It's been a bad first half, man. Forest won it more than us. You can see it. They're fighting for their life. We're going through the motions. Ben White finds Jorginho. He's got to go forward there. We're so slow. We're so slow. It's unbelievable. I haven't seen us have a shot. Have we actually had a shot? In fact, I remember Navas making a save from Jesus. It was a soft shot straight at him. We are actually going through the motions. Gabriel. Here's Saka. Saka's had a poor game against Renan Lodi. Finds Partey. We're trying to find the perfect goal. It's boring. It's actually boring to watch. It's so boring to watch. 25 yards out, still trying to play 1-2s. Lodi tackles Saka again there. He's... horrible way to finish the season, this. Horrible. It's really frustrating. We're doing nothing with the ball. So slow, so predictable. They are literally on vacation mode. You are right. Ball over the top. Renan Lodi clears it. 15 seconds till half-time. I'm actually looking forward to half-time. Saka again cuts in on his left foot. Are you going to cross it? It's just... Saka wins a corner. Lodi's handling Saka. He's actually handling him. Whatever these tactics are today, they are not working, man. They are not working. I'm sorry. They're really not. I think he's got to look at this. Partey at right back. It's not working. We got to be very careful. I'm telling you. I'm telling you now, Arsenal have to be very careful. Because in football, it's hard to climb up. It's easy to fall down. If we're not careful, next season, we'll be scrapping for top 4. If we carry on with this form. We need major investment. Half-time whistle's gone, by the way. Anyone not watching this game, don't bother with it. Don't waste your time. Once again, we got all that speech. We need to win, stay in the title race, force Man City to win. It's still possible. Look at this foolishness we're watching. It's absolute nonsense that we're watching. It's unbelievable. You would have thought that 3 or 4 weeks ago, the season was over. They look like they're just in holiday mode. What do you think about that first half, honestly? Let me put the tweet out. Players look like they're on holiday. Forest want it more. Players look like they're on holiday. They've checked out. Forest want it more than us. I couldn't name a player that's played well in that first half. It's boring. I'm actually bored. I've never been so bored watching an Arsenal game in my life. It's one of the most boring 45 minutes I've ever seen. They've checked out. I know it sounds crazy, but there's a way of losing. There's a way of losing. Force Man City to go to the end. Don't just let them. But I'm not angry. It's not even worth shouting and getting angry about. As you said, Nwanje, it's a snooze fest. It's a snooze fest. They are genuinely on the beach. And they're just going through the motions. They're literally going through the motions. If a game finishes like this, it's a 15-point swing in 8 games. That's sackable. Blue said we will embarrass ourselves in the Champions League next season. Arteta out, friends with Forest. Dre said, Curtis, is it that Saka has no options to work with, or is it that Saka is just one-dimensional player? I think it's a little bit of a combination of both, if I'm being honest. I think what Saka needs to do sometimes, play with a little bit more intensity. If you notice Saka, he slows down a lot when he gets to the fullback. It's something that I used to complain about Pepe. Sometimes you get to the fullback, you should speed up, not slow down. I think he's a little bit predictable at times. Yeah, probably doesn't get enough help sometimes from Ben White. He's not a natural fullback. I do think we need another fullback. But I think it's a combination of the two. He's been brilliant for us at times, but the last 2 months, he's looked a little bit, I don't know, not at his best. Big up Elvis with the super sticker. Azure 14, it turned into adding key additions to what now feels like a squad overhaul. Edu and Arteta are up to that. This form can leak in, and that's my worry. You're absolutely spot on. This form can leak into next season, and that worries me. That seriously worries me. How come they've switched off for so many weeks now? You know, why do they look like they've given up? That's a worrying thing. You know, I wanted to see them go here today, impose themselves. Forest haven't done anything great today. They're not playing great. They stick the ball in the area. They ask questions of you, and they punished us for a mistake. They don't look like scoring outside of that. So Arteta's tried a thing today tactically, and it stinks. It's not working. Partey at right back. You know, it's one of them. Players look like they're not totally up for the fight. Forest are hungry. Naturally, they're hungry. They're fighting to stay up in the league. But the way we've just laid down and got our bellies tickled the last few weeks just doesn't sit right for me. 2 shots on target, 4 off. We've had 81% possession. 81% possession. They've had 1 shot on target and scored. 19% possession. It's just, I don't know. Call me old-fashioned, but sometimes, you know, I think sometimes managers try and be too clever. Sometimes you just need a striker that gets in the penalty area, causes problems, and scores goals. You need I think football is overcomplicated by people sometimes. Oh, the left back's got to be inverted. I play a central midfielder at right back. I think Arteta's got to be careful in that. Okay, you've taken your blueprint from Pep. But Pep is able to do that because of the level of players that he's got in that team, right? So he can put John Stones in midfield. He still looks like a dream. Akanji at left back. You're putting Kivior at left back. You know, we haven't got the same level of players of City. So I think at times he's got to calm down with all these ideas. You can't always do them crazy Man City ideas because we don't have the players that they've got. So that's my frustration. But listen, here's what it is. We've got to create more chances second half, man. Kivior playing inverted centre-back means we're playing with only half the pitch. What was Arteta expecting, said El Guna. I don't know what to say. The tactics today are horrible. Big up El Guna. Nicola said, Saka on 300k a week will turn into a disaster if he loses form and wants out. When, if ever, have Arsenal made a good sale of a player? Probably the last one was Alex Iwobi, 35 million. But we don't do many. JW, it will be real Curtis the Kroenke's last chances this summer. Edu and Kroenke need to give Arteta his number ones. This is their last. I totally agree, JW. Give him his number one targets. Let him cook and see what he can produce. Next season is crunch time for me. No more settling in periods. You've had 4 seasons at the football club. Spent nearly £500 million. Stop giving him his third choice. Give him his number one. If he wants Declan Rice, sign him. If he wants a winger, get the proper winger. And then we'll see where we're at. But very frustrating the way we're playing, man. We've checked out. We've gone. We've definitely sneaked out the hotel. Rastaman, no Labrador settings. Time for a pit bull. We're nice. We're too nice. I'm sorry. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We're a good football team. We've had a good season. Let's put it into context. We haven't had a bad season. I would have loved us to have won a trophy. If it wasn't the Prem, I think we should have gone for the Europa League. I think Roma and Seville is a final that we should have got in, really. But there's been some worrying signs over the last few weeks. Why are we tired? Why do we look tired when we've been playing 1 game a week for the last few weeks? Last few months, in fact. We've been out of most competitions for a while, so why do we look tired? Nikolai said he's a Spurs fan, putting hate aside. I'm really shocked to see you guys throw it all. You guys have been so good. Trust me, this can be a scary situation. Listen, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it. Big up for the message. Arsenal have to be very careful. Very careful. If they sit on their hands and think that this team is better than it is, we'll have a bad wake-up call next season, right? They need major changes in certain areas. That means getting rid of Deadwood that you've hung on to for too long that are not good enough. And then and they'll hold you back. They'll hold you back. So we'll have to see. We'll see what happens. Cooper says, I agree with you, Curtis. It's the way you lose. It's all right to lose when you can hold your head up because you've given your... And that's it. To me, that's not rocket science, is it, Cooper? Everybody should be able to see that. If City are too good for you and you've lost to them and a couple big clubs have beat you, cool, we move with that. But you don't go out like this. They need to show some fight in this second half and stand up. Because where's this reaction? We reacted at Newcastle. I thought, okay, we've bounced back. We'll beat Brighton. We'll beat Forest. We'll beat Wolves. We'll hold our head up high. We'll go into next season. Newcastle away is a harder game than Brighton at home, than Forest. But I think we are missing Martinelli. I think sometimes you only realise how important a player is when they're not in the team. I think Martinelli is the pace setter for this front three. He's the one that sets the tempo and drives at the fullback, and he's a bit more aggressive. I think he's more aggressive on the ball than Saka. Jesus, for me, he's all over the pitch, and I don't think that helps us sometimes. Tony Adams calling Kiwi Kiwi as being today's highlight. Hey, Tony, the leader, the skipper, the captain, he knows the Kiwi ain't ripe. We've said it for a long time. Big up Tony Adams. Maybe he's been tuning in to the streams. JW, also to my Arsenal fans, not the negative rivals in here. Chin up, lads. Ain't nothing changing till August. Enjoy the weather and slap on some tunes. Get the barbecue out, people, like Edu does, and enjoy your summer. I always say, don't let Arsenal mash up your weekend. Don't let them ruin your week. Don't let them ruin your summer. We are where we are. Like I said, the last 2 weeks I've been in my feelings. It was like Marvin's Room, Drake. Cups of the rosé. It's on my old phone. You know what I mean? You know the tune. Let me not sing too much. We always have to bring some vibe. I've been in my feelings, man. We lost the title. I'm vexed. But now it's like, just accept it. What can you do about it? I can't do nothing about it. I tried. We all tried. We bought the kits, we supported, we watched the games. What more can we do, people? Make sure you like the video. 3.5k in the chat. Big up the 64 of you on Twitch as well. Great numbers. Subscriber mode is on. Like the video. Let's get at least 2,000 likes on the video. Arteta's room. Bruv, I'm telling you, man. New contract for Holding. Aubameyang on my old phone. Yo, we move, people. We move. At least we're back in the Champions League, but You turn up in the Champions League like this, it'll be 5-1 Bayern Munich again. The Champions League is not a joke. Let's put that out there. We want Khalid said we want Liverpool. You guys make it so easy for us. I mean, Khalid, what can I say, man? We should have ran you to the last day at least, man. But hey, it is what it is. Big up Wasim, South London's finest. Pot 3 in the Champions League. Scary hours, man. Scary hours. Jahan said the Cones room. It's the Cones room, man. It's madness. It's all mad, people. I'll borrow my old phone. I thought that was a good one. I was freestyling as well, come on. I thought that one dropped quite nicely, you know. Since Saliba went down, what's this comment? Where is it? I clicked on it. Since Saliba went down, Arsenal's season has gone down the drain. You should never rely on one player that heavily, should you, you know? You should be able to replace him. Now it's going to be back-to-back. Hey, I'm telling you, man. Abdullah, thank you for the super chat, bro. I wish we had an ambitious owner this summer. Sack both Edu and Arteta. Bring in Ancelotti and give him 400 million. He wins you the league. Do you know what? It would be interesting if Ancelotti leaves Madrid. I mean, apparently he's going... I think he's going Brazil national team manager if he leaves Madrid. So, yeah, Arsenal are not going to make a change. That's for sure. They'll give him at least another season. Big up Maxwell, just end the season now. I've been saying all week, I'm not even that interested in this game, but I honestly didn't expect us to play this bad again. We've just literally, honestly, Man City, we are like that dog. We are like that Labrador. We're a nice dog. You know, Man City have come back from work, come in the house. We've rolled over and they're just tickling our bellies. You know, it's crazy. They're throwing us doggy treats. It's wild. Arsenal is Spurs' bigger brother. Hey, don't do that. Somebody messaged me that as well the other day saying, oh, you're just a better Tottenham in a red kit. That's painful to read. I don't agree with it. We're not that bad. Remember the name Martinelli, Big C, that only won? Yeah, listen, I think Martinelli he's outstanding. C was moving out of Highbury, the right decision, said KMT Booze. Listen, we all know that Highbury was the fortress, close to the pitch, great atmosphere, history. The problem is, you can't be one of the biggest clubs in terms of revenue, fan base and all of that and play in a stadium with 38,000. It's too small. It's too small, you know. They're filling out a 60,000 stadium. They could have probably made it 70, 75. So I think it's difficult to say that Arsenal should have stayed at Highbury because the club needed the increased revenue. What I will say, have we made the most of moving to the Emirates? No, we haven't. We moved there to make loads of money to compete with the best teams in the world, and we actually went backwards. So how does that make sense? That's like you dressing up in clothes and I give you a few grand and say, yo, go out, man, and go Harrods and buy yourself some real drip, man. Go and get some Gucci, and you come back with holes in your socks and you look homeless. Bro, I just gave you $3,000 to go shopping. How come you look a mess? That's what Arsenal. Look, Smith Rowe on the bench. Are you fit, bro? I asked him, he don't look like he's fit. I don't know what's going on. He don't know how to kick a ball. So yeah, Highbury, man, I think we had to. It's what's happened since we moved that's the problem. Second half about to get underway. I mean, the one positive, people, we can't be any worse. That first half was a shambles. Jay said, read this, Big C. The only 9 we have is K9. Oh, my, that. Jay, listen, when you pull out jokes like that, I have to applaud. We've had a couple bangers today. That is a banger. Maybe we need the K9 up front to press and get in the penalty area. Maybe we should bring the Labrador on at half time for his energy. Laughing Man said, take Tony in January. Listen, said it on the stream yesterday. I'd sign Ivan Toney right now. I go to Brentford, say, listen, he's worth 60 million, but with a 6-month ban on his head or 8-month ban, I give you 30 million and Eddie for him. Keep Balogun till January, Ivan Toney in January. Simple. I'd still sign Ivan Toney. Second half about to kick off, people. And the one positive, it can't be any worse than that first half. We're closer to the end of the season. Actually, I'm quite, I don't know. I feel like I want the season to done now. I can't lie, man. No, here we go. Let's see what you got, Noel. After last season, we would have taken second, but after the first 90% and just falling apart is not acceptable. Forget Champions League on these performances. What's the point? And there we go. I'm with you on that. I agree. I agree. You want to get into the Champions League to compete, not to get battered. I think there's a lot of players in this team that are overrated. Got to be honest. Some good players, but a little bit overrated. North London forever. Yeah, let's start singing it. Let's get Odegaard crying. Look at Awonyi. Bullied. Bullied. Not strong enough. Not strong enough. He's running through you. Bullying people again. No way they sell Tony for 30. All right, I go there, what, 40 million? And Nketiah, maybe? Depends what they value Nketiah at. But you get my drift. I think you can get him cheaper. He's just literally running through people. Gabriel's rugby tackling him. Fair play to him. Yeah, let's sing North London forever. That'll solve everything. North London forever. Let's start crying. The dog's probably barking when he hears North London forever. Let's bring the dog on, people. We need some energy. I might tweet that if we're still not winning with 20 minutes to go. Let's just set Twitter off for the weekend as well. Free kick to Forest. Curtis, do you know, since we last won the title, Leicester have been promoted twice, won the league and got relegated again. It's crazy, innit, bro? It's mad. We were sponsored by Nike. Then we went... No, it was with Nike for longer. Then we went Puma. We've gone back to Adidas. It's all mad. It's all mad. But hey, it is what it is. Free kick to Forest. About 35 yards out. Morgan Gibbs-White dinks it to the back post. He's unmarked. Felipe heads it across. Headed away. It's poor defending, man. What are we doing? Help back on. It's shot saved by Ramsdale corner. We're scrambling again, people. We're just... Manchester City must genuinely... They'll be in their hotel tonight. They're thinking, right, Chelsea tomorrow. Forest probably beat... Arsenal probably beat Forest. They're sitting there going, this is the team that was... challenge? What kind of challenge is this? We're lucky we're in the top four. I'm telling you. Corner to Forest. In swing. Lodi whips it in. Headed away at the near post. Another corner. We are lucky that we picked up so many points before the World Cup. Because I'm telling you, we'd be hanging on to top four if we hadn't. This is crazy. We're getting pumped right now. By Steve Cooper. The man looks like he's just come out of Shaun of the Dead. You seen the brother's face? His eyes look closed. Lodi whips it in back post. Ramsdale collects it and then nearly drops it. Jerome, big up, bro. Big C. I always look at how players and managers react when things aren't going well. It shows the measure of a man. The past few months have been shocking, to be honest. I can't believe what I'm watching. It's true. It's true. Football's about what you do when you're under pressure. That's what separates a good team and a great team. Everybody's good on a sunny afternoon when you're keeping the ball and the opposition aren't pressing you and... You know, you're the far better team. Come on. Here's Odegaard. Finds Trossard. Somebody shoot. How many times are we going to pass the ball? Here's Kivior. Here's Jesus out wide. I'd love him to be in the penalty area. Just pull the trick. Somebody have a shot. Honestly, man. Big C is Arteta the right man for us. Listen, Jason, I think a lot of you know my opinion of Arteta. I didn't think he was the right man when we appointed him. I thought the first 2.5 years he should have been sacked. I think this year he's given himself the opportunity to have another season, got to be honest. But he has to improve. He has to improve if they don't build on it. I need to see trophies. I need to see big players. You can't keep buying nice players that are easy for you to manage. You've got to sign... some big boys now, and sometimes bigger players have big ego, big personality, can be harder to manage in a dressing room. He's got to show that ability now. You can't just buy nice kids that are happy to be here. You got to buy some winners, some ruthless players that won't accept this capitulation. So he deserves another year, but It's got to move in the right direction next season, man. I need to see more. I need to see more from him. Arsenal on the ball. Come on, man. Don't just go out like this. This is embarrassing. Here's Saka, right hand side. See what I mean? Every time Saka gets the ball, he slows down. He tries to slow the defender down. Odegaard, 30 yards out. We just don't want to shoot. We do not want to shoot. First 19 games, 50 points. Next 17 games, 30 points. That drop-off is insane. That is crazy, isn't it? That is insane. 20 points dropped. 2 more games to go. Come on, somebody shoot. Stop playing 1-2s. It's boring. It's too slow. It's all too slow. It's easy for them to deal with. You can have 81% possession all you want. Into the area, Jesus. Nobody wants to pull the trigger. And he gives a goal kick. All that possession, on the edge of the area. Pass. 1-2, 1-2. Breaks down, goes out for a corner. Goal kick. Team shot to pieces. I agree, Chris. I think they're done. I think physically, emotionally, mentally, they've gone through a tough season. They've ended up with no silverware in their hand, and I think they need the season to finish. I've got to be honest. I think they're done. I think even the Wolves game will be a tough game if they're up for it, you know. I think we just got to write it off, which is sad. We have not looked good today at all. Cliff said, Brethren, how has Arteta shown enough to get another season when he has bottled it when it matters again? We ain't winning sod all with him. Listen, it's crazy because on one hand, I'm like, give him another year, but ultimately, he's got to get better players in, and that is down to the ownership. And we know that he wanted Caicedo. We know he wanted Mudryk. So even if you've got a better manager, if he asks you for Caicedo and you give him Jorginho, Ancelotti can't work with that. It doesn't matter how good a manager you are. You've still got to get better players. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is. Ball over the top. Partey goes out for a goal kick. Make some changes, man. Do something else. Give Smith Rowe some decent game time. Does this guy not play for Arsenal anymore? What's going on? Earpod Albert's back. We're just... Do something, man. There's so many players going through the motions today. It's unbelievable. We better spend big this summer or we ain't getting top 4 next year. Bro, I'm telling you. It can happen. Look at Chelsea, top 4, 11th. It can happen. The Premier League's unforgiving. Jason said, Arteta has done enough, but with performances like this, he's gone before Christmas. Let's see, man. Steve Cooper looks like he was in Ibiza for a month. Steve Cooper, man, he looks like he's had a good summer, I can't lie. People said it's 420 every day with Cooper. Curtly said that the Monstars stole Saka's ability. Who is this? They've space jammed him, man. We don't recognise him at the moment. Look how slow we are on the ball. Ben White tries to play it to Jesus, get up off the floor. Stop it, man. Just stop it, bro. I mean, let's have a look. It's probably a foul. Let's have a look. I mean, I can't lie. That's a foul. I can't even lie. That is actually a foul. They won't even do a VAR check. I'll forgive him a little bit there. Brother grabbed him by the shoulder. But the thing is, it's like the boy who... He got booked. He got booked for complaining at the ref. It's like the boy who cried wolf. You complain about something so much, they don't actually believe you when it's real. Selling Willock and replacing him with Vieira, Kroenke or Arteta. Do you know the thing, though, Turan? I've got to be honest. I don't think Willock would be the same player at Arsenal that he is at Newcastle because they had the space for him to get in that team and play. And who would we have played him over? The manager loves Granit Xhaka. Partey obviously was a big signing for us, and Odegaard was considered a big signing. So I don't think Willock would be the same player at Arsenal. At Newcastle, they've given him a platform. They play him every week, and he's improved dramatically. And yeah, you would look at him now and go, I would take that Joe Willock. He's better than Fabio. But I just don't think he'd be at the same level at Arsenal. Spliff Cooper, they call it him. KDB told Pep to shut up the other. I saw that, I couldn't believe that. He was having a full-blown argument with him. Pep was complaining that he should have passed the ball and not ran with it, and he lost it. And he was telling Pep to shut up. The interesting thing was, though, when he came off, you see it, they hugged, they spoke. That's the respect level. But that's the winning mentality, That edge. Even though De Bruyne's a ball-playing midfielder, he's still got that edge to him. He's still got that drive. He'll tell Pep to shut his mouth. That you would never see that. We're too nice to do that. Our players are crying. Our players are literally crying their eyes out. No excuse, Emery got us to a final with crap. And I'm with you on that. Cliff, I'm with you on that. That's the talk I'm on. You got to a final with Socrates and Kolasinac. There's no excuse. Brio, I've seen more aggression from a pillow fight. Trust the pillows. They're in phase 5. Big up, Brio. This game is going out. The first half pretty much went. We're dominating the ball. Please make a substitute. Give Tierney a run out, man. Stop all this. Kivior's not a better left back. Look, he's getting forward now. He loses the ball. You know why? Because he's a centre back. He don't know what to do when he's high up the pitch at left back. We're getting popped. They're doing triangles. I thought I was in a science lesson. They've got Bunsen burners out and everything. Jeez, what is this? Apparently AirPod Albert was a baller in Netherlands, once touted the next Cruyff. Get your boots on, Albert. You can't do any worse than this. Vegas Gunner, Jorginho has put a stamp on the midfield, so now we play like an Italian team. Slow and methodical. That's what you're going to get, innit? 31-year-old with no pace, who can pass pretty well, but he's going to slow the game down. We haven't got drive and energy in midfield. What does De Bruyne do when he gets the ball? He drives forward. Caicedo drives forward. They're energetic. That's what Declan Rice does have a bit of. Ben White, he fouls Lodi and it's a free kick. AirPod Albert's got the iPad out and he's got his pen out. What's he drawing? What is he drawing there for Arteta, people? He's probably writing, this is crap. You are not Pep. Hey, Rob Holding's warming up. I just thought I'd give you some good news. Rob's coming on. That'll sort this mess out. Tierney is holding. He's warming up as well, by the way. They're playing dot to dot. They're playing Hangman. They're playing games on the iPad. They're playing Connect 4, people. Here's Trossard. He's had a quiet game, man. He's hardly had the ball. Into Xhaka. Here's Jorginho. Why do you not shoot, man? Please. Somebody shoot. Man said they're on Tinder swiping left. Look at Awonyi. He's having an honest scrap with Gabriel, though. I respect it. Listen, I wouldn't want Awonyi at Arsenal. He's not good enough, but I want just somebody like that who can rough man up and have a fight with him, man. We ain't got that. We're too nice. Our striker's rolling around the floor, begging for free kicks. 58 minutes gone, people. The dog. Oh, maybe they're on Zoom talking to the dog. Maybe they're sending messages to win. Ball whipped in by Kivior. It's an absolute shocker. Because guess what? He's not a left back. Get Kieran Tierney on the pitch. You tried a ting, bro, and it ain't working. Yeah, Tierney's coming on. Listen. Get Kivior off, bro. He ain't a left back. He ain't a left back. It ain't working. Whatever you tried, it hasn't worked. The way this team faded is embarrassing. They've given up. This is unacceptable. Bro, they've faded like a pair of old jeans, bro. Faded all over. I don't know what's going on. I can't even see this Arsenal team right now. It's all mad. Holding is an inverted striker. Mangala's down injured for Forest. Hey, Justin, big up, bro. Ask Kevin Davis to come out of retirement. He was a handful. Trust me, man. You know how many times he elbowed people? Oh, Eddie's coming on. He's drinking some Prime. When all else fails, get Edward on. Listen, bro. Listen, you know I'm not a fan of Eddie, but he can't do any worse than what I've seen from Gabby Jesus the last few games. At least he'll run around. Kivior's had a stinker today, but it's not his position. It's not his position. I blame the manager. It's not where he wants to play. Samuel said, you reckon Lacazette swapped bodies with Well, Lacazette scored about 20 goals in France. Jesus looks like a younger Lacazette. Saka with the shot, saved. Goes out for a corner. Volleys it there. Good ball by Benny Blanco. That's a lovely pass, in fact. Saka, tight angle. Could he have crossed it? I don't know. Maybe it's worth shooting. Near post. And he goes out for a corner. Can we create anything? Why weren't Eddie and Tierney on from the beginning? I thought he was going to make a few changes today. I was surprised. The changes he made, though, have not worked. Lacazzette's got 26 goals. That's crazy. Corner whipped in, near post. Header. Oh, headed away. Shot. Oh, deflected just wide. Jorginho's shot gets a deflection. Deflection. And goes out for a corner. It's good defending, though. He's managed to put him off. Holding scored at the Etihad, get him on the pitch. Desperate times, desperate measures, eh? Hercules, he's coming on. Eddie. Desperate times, desperate measures to Ross. Slacker has 27. Corner to Arsenal. Come on, can we nick a goal? In-swinger, Saka. Is anyone going to win the header? No, we never win the header. Jesus, he'll be on the floor in a minute. There you go. He's on the floor begging for a penalty. Odegaard, there's a Forest player on the floor. There's nothing wrong with him. You can tell he's milking it. Look, he looks up. Saka whips into the back post. Jesus loses out and then gets bullied. And it's a goal kick. And we're a joke. We're having an absolute shocker. Absolute shocker, people. Robbie at full time. The title is in our hands. Big up, Rob. We can't dress this one up. That is for sure. We've stunk out the place, man. They are just... ESR's on the back of a milk carton missing. I'm telling you, I'm convinced that's not him. They've made a wax figure out of him at Madame Tussauds. He's just sitting there. That's not the real version. Who's Eddie come on for? Kieran Tierney's on. Thank you very much. Who's taken off? Xhaka's been taken off. Wow. Xhaka off. That's the last home game, away game he ever plays for Arsenal. And Kivior's off. Kivior and Xhaka are off. Tierney and Eddie on. Are you fit, bruv? Look, is he going to move? Oh, he just moved his head to the side. He is real. ESR is actually a real person. He just moved his head. Oh, he blinked as well just then. So, yeah, he is real. Farewell, Xhaka. That's his last away game ever as an Arsenal player. Which I can't say I'm that devastated about. I can't lie. Kieran Tierney's gone this summer. Why is he not starting? No idea. Manager tried to be too clever. Tried a ting. Didn't work. With a real Smith Rowe, please stand up. Yo, he's got the blonde hair as well. Looks a bit like Eminem. I can't lie. Are you sure it's not an android? It might be. It might be. Xhaka's got 2 bottles of Prime. He's that tired. We look like we could play this game for 2 weeks and we wouldn't score. We wouldn't score. I'm tempted to just drop a grenade on Twitter and say, I think we should bring the dog on for energy. Let's bring the dog on for some energy. I mean, you know, Twitter, they have no sense of humor. They'll go crazy, but I think that's funny. Yeah, it's getting dropped, bro. That's getting dropped. Let's bring the dog on for some energy. Let's even get a little picture of a dog. Let's go all out. Labrador. Let's get a Labrador. And there we go. That's been dropped. They'll be fuming. City are officially champions tonight. If we lose this game, it's over. Game, set, and match. Let's bring on the inverted, Wimverted. Let's bring on Wimverted. ESR hologram, 2-pack settings. Let's bring the dog on for some energy. Come on, Twitter. Surely somebody's got to find that funny. I know they don't laugh at anything. Here's Eddie, edge of the area. Loses it. That's a foul. It's a free kick. It's, oh, God. Oh, I'm not even angry. I'm not even angry. Genuinely, I can't get angry at this because it's just pathetic. It's that bad. This is no point me being annoyed. Come on, let's bring the dog on for some energy with a gif of a Labrador. How can you not find that funny, man? Come on. Come on, Twitter. Surely they find that funny. In the community, we can work with that. You got personality in here. But Twitter, they're just all angry. Big up Curtis. Imagine Haaland scoring 5 goals all season under Arteta playing as a goalkeeping striker. He'd have him at left back, tackling people. I think it's funny, don't worry. Listen, Wimverted. That's what we're calling him. Wimverted. He's an inverted dog called Win. I saw the Now Arsenal. He's a little idiot boy, man. Them boy don't know nothing. But yeah, I see it as well. I don't even respond to them boy. I mean, I care about them boy. Jake, Curtis, I'm nearly falling asleep watching it. Get some sleep. Anyone who struggles for sleep, just watch this. 81% possession, but we're stinking out the place. Nah, Jesus genuinely looking like lacquer at the moment. It's all mad. I don't know what's going on with him. Czech Kuyate, former Crystal Palace midfielder, coming on. Arteta ball. Terrible. Oh, that's another one. Another one. DJ Khaled. I'm telling you, some of the dad jokes that we're getting in the community today. Wow. Oh, here we go. Forrest could be in. Oh, side netting. What a chance for Gibbs White. Tight angle. We lost the ball there. That could have been game, set, match. What happened there? Partey tries to go back to the keeper, but Ben White, it hits him. And Gibbs White goes for the side, the near post. It's a poor finish. He's got it at the target there. Terrible defending. We've been awful this game, man. MJ, big up Big C, quickest to 50 points hype. We won the league in the first half of the season. We're the first half of the season champions. We'll take that. Isaiah, what you're watching right now is exactly what it's been like watching Chelsea all season, down to the smallest detail. Listen, what I will say, you won a Champions League 2 years ago. So if Arsenal win a Champions League, I might be able to take a bad season or two because I'll be basking in the glory of that for a number of years. You know, but we don't have that. Big up Isaiah though, man. Tierney whips it in. Headed away. They just want it more than us. Are we ever going to shoot from outside the box? Like, ever? Are we banned from shooting? Do we have to play 1-2s until we're in the 6? Saka, honestly. They call him Starboy, but he's playing more like a packet of Starburst at the moment. I'm telling you. That ain't a Starboy. That's some Starburst. I don't know what the hell is going off with Saka at the moment. Is he checked out? Does he know that he's getting 290 bags a week and he's rich? Rich gang. Birdman. So predictable. Look, more 1-2s. Nobody wants to shoot. Ball whipped in, headed away. AirPod Albert said, I was a baller, trust me. Finally, we have a shot and it goes just over. Why not? Jorginho has a shot. PSV, when I think my mates have finally emptied the clip, Arsenal go and add more ammunition, buying the win. The dog, 50 cent. Many men will be my anthem all summer. We're just loading them up, man. 9 shots. Just pure shots. Brio said, why do all our strikers struggle under Arteta? It's a fantastic point. It is. It's a brilliant point. Why can't our strikers score goals under this manager? It's got to be something to do with this. Starburst Saka, man, I'm telling you. If anybody can edit. Oh, don't worry. Fabio's coming on now. He'll save it. He'll save us. I'm telling you, whatever ESR's done is bad. He hates him. What does ESR have to do? To get some game time. Nah, real talk. This brother was in the England squad. You gave him the number 10 shirt. What is going off? Fabio coming on before ESR. It's all mad. I don't get it. The man's wearing the number 10 shirt. This is Jesus looking like Lacazette's little bro, man. I'm sorry. They've all got to get it today, man. All right, we've got a few. I can't believe it. A few people actually laughing in the comments. Maybe I've cheered them up. Maybe they're so angry at this performance. Even Twitter can deal with a bit of humour, you know. It's a pre-season loss. Listen, do you know what? The one positive, man, Forest stay up. It's my hometown club. But I'm embarrassed for Arsenal today. Honestly, man. This is absolutely shocking. They checked out weeks ago. Trossard has been quiet, forgot he was playing. ESR, I wouldn't be surprised if ESR gets sold. Something's going on, man. Trossard might have fooled us. Wow, people turning on Trossard now. Should we have took Mudryk? ESR Arteta fallout. Hey, Fran, I think there might have been. You don't get the number 10 shirt. Big pay rise, England squad. All of a sudden, you can't even get 10, 15 minutes. Forest deserved this win, by the way. And they're on the ball again. Here's a chance. Lodi shoots just wide. It's so poor, man. We are just... I'm embarrassed to watch this. Clough would be proud. He would. He would. Sing along. This is unbearable. What can I know? I don't know. Their hands touching hands. Reaching out, touching me, touching you, sweet Caroline. Good time never seems so good, so good. That's all I got. That popped in my head. I don't even know all the words, but we make it work. Danilo's coming off. We should have signed him, man. Looks a good player. He's going to get a big move in a year or two, I'm telling you. Yeah, the touching me bit, maybe I should have said pause. Apologies, people. We're moving wild, but hey. Listen, Cruz, it might be time, bro. It might be time. Do I just order him that Haaland number 9 shirt, man, and just, you know, when you become a father, your number one priority is to protect your child. I just don't know if your child deserves to be an Arsenal fan after what we know they're going to go through watching this. I think, do I just save him? Just say, listen, Haaland, number 9, I'll take you to a game. It's not hard to get tickets at the Empty-Had. And just put him out of his misery. He can show off at school. You know, I just don't know if I want him to go down this road. It's a long, dark road. And I thought I'd seen the light earlier in the season, but 93%... it ain't enough, you know, with a 93% champions, people. He might need, I might have to release him from this. He don't deserve this. He's a good kid. He's a good kid. We're on the ball, as we have been all game, but it don't make no difference. Thomas Partey looks like Eric Jemba. Eddie finds Odegaard. Are they cheering us passing the ball? Oh, no, they're not. I thought that was a bit... Odegaard whips it in. Oh, I can't believe what I'm watching. Big C, sing-along settings. Big up C-Unit. Big up yourself. Big up everyone locked in, man. Big up everyone locked in. I want to say, I know we've got another game next week, but just in case any of you are not in the chat next week, fantastic year on the channel. Great community. Enjoy every stream. You bring great vibes, great entertainment. We have debates about things. Not everyone agrees. And I always say you don't have to agree with me. Just as long as it's respectful, we'll discuss it. You know, and big up to the community, man. You've been here for 100%, not 93%. But I'm telling you, man, it's holiday season. This team are playing like they're on the beach, having a pina colada right now. They don't look like they're interested in playing football. What we got? Go get your wet wipes. I see your head. Like, you gotta understand, this win keeps Forest in the Premier League. It's absolutely massive for them. It's huge for them. Massive. They'll stay up. They win this. What we got? Why always me? City players will go to the Etihad like when kids go to the school with the school bus. Guardiola will pick them from their home with a cigar in their mouth even if we win. You know what? And McLovin said it earlier. I don't think City even want us to lose this game. I think City wanted to turn up tomorrow, beat Chelsea, and lift the title after the game. They're obviously going to lift the title after the game, but they'll already be champions. So I don't know. But yeah, we have down tools, man. We have down tools. It's like a plumber. He's turned up. He ain't got nothing to fix the roof leaking. He's turned up just to give you advice. Dinesh said ESR must have done something with Arteta as well. Sutton's gone off. I don't know what ESR's been doing, man, but he ain't recovered from it. It ain't going well. Hey, Fran, and apologies, man. I am going to get back to you. Make sure you follow her, by the way, on Twitter. She does some brilliant merch, Arsenal merch. I am going to send you a message. She's going to send me some of her merch for me and for Cruz. I'll wear it on the stream and promote it. Go and follow her on Twitter. Apologies for the slow response. I'm moving on Jamaican time with the response. I can't lie. Yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Knowing damn well I only just woke up, I ain't going to be there for an hour at least. So I will drop you a message. Look at Odegaard getting pushed. Yeah, of course. He ain't going to win a fight, is he? That's for sure. Hey, man, at least we're friends with Brighton. Friendship is all that matters. That's it, people. We're friends with Brighton and we got a lovely dog. You know, it's a good season all in all. You know, a dog and Brighton as friends forever. We'd have took that. Listen, you would have taken that in August. That's what they tell me. You would have taken it in August. Hey, Smooth One J, you go and ask the question, bro. I told you. We'll bring the community together in more ways than one if we have to. But, yeah, in August, you would have taken a nice Labrador and Brighton as our best friends. I don't know why everyone's complaining about the title. You know, we got a lovely dog at the training ground, and Brighton are our best mates. So, yeah, I don't know what the fuss is about. Don't worry about the title. We got a dog. We're the real winners. Pep wins the treble. We get a Labrador. We got a nice payday to bottle the title. Well, the Cronkies, they'll be loving it, mate, with the extra dough and the extra revenue. Although some of the wages will probably go up. Forest, they want it more than us, man. Do you know what? Big up to Gabriel. Hey, come on. Behave, ref. Move, Gibbs. Yo, Aurier, you Tottenham scumbag. I won't have it from you, you sellout. Someone back him up. Where's the rest of the team? Where's the rest of the team? I can only see Jorginho. Look at him walking over. That vexes me, by the way. Because Aurier turned up on smoke. And I don't look at Jorginho shaking hands with him. You're a Chelsea agent. Big up Gabriel, you know. He's the only player I see. Look, kick him down, yes. The only one that wants a scrap. Where's the rest of the team? I don't see no one. That's poor. All right, Jorginho moved him out of the way. Look at Gabriel. He's genuinely disgusted as well. Where was the rest? Look at Fabio. Look at Fabio. He didn't want to know. He did not want to know. Gibbs White and Gabriel having a chat. They didn't want nothing to do with that. Big up Gabriel, you know. I'm telling you. Gabriel said, listen, I'll fight till the end. That's the kind of player I want. Weak. I seen Fabio just standing there looking at it. They're not going to punch you on the football pitch in the Premier League. Go and square up to someone, man. A 1 year's comment. That has annoyed me, by the way. That's annoyed me so much. Man squaring up to him. Aurier came over on smoke, little Tottenham scumbag, and no one ain't doing nothing. Gabriel's having a scrap by himself. That vexes me, that does. I blame the dog here. I'm telling you, you got a little Labrador at the training ground. He's making you so you ain't going to be able to fight after that. We needed a pit bull, like a DMX video. You got 28 points in the second half. That's top 10 form. And I can see it right now. Bolly comes on and Felipe's off. And Brennan Johnson came on. I don't know who came off. A 1 year. Big C, I'm doing buy, sell, loan. Probably not on Monday. Monday we'll review this. Maybe Tuesday we'll do it. There's going to be quite a few sells, I think. That's for sure. Arsenal players have no idea how to create chances. When you get bodies behind the ball, I think we struggle. I think we're as I said, we're one-dimensional. I can't believe it. I really can't believe this, you know. He did stand up to armed robbers. That's a great point. Fabio is a boy in a man's world. This is a man's world. I don't know all the words, but I just know that's a big song. I just thought I'd hit that note. Soft! The brother them soft! Weak! Weak, brother. They ain't up for no fight. They're not on it. Throw into Forest, 10 minutes to go. They deserve to win this. They deserve to win it. I'm not even angry, honestly. I'm honestly not. I'm going to go about my business this weekend. Sun's out. It's a nice... even the referee's blocking the ball now. Oh, Fabio, now you want to get annoyed with the ref. You weren't annoyed a minute ago when the brother was squaring up to your centre-back. Fabio Vieira, by the way. Boy. Fabio V. I think you know what his buy, sell, keep thing's going to be when we do that show. Usually I'm quite patient. First year, let him settle. Sometimes you have to dash with them players, man. I ain't waiting. Sell the whole Ross team. Yo, do you know what I love? Big up Dre, you know Dre. He's been for a journey this year. He was really harsh earlier in the season. And then he got I love it though. He got a really positive outlook on everything. I respect it. You know, life, we got to be positive. Now, man said, just sell the Ross team. Sell them all, man. The brother them weak. Soft. I'm sick of this. Saka today, my friend, you have been non-existent. 290 bags a week, my friend. I think he's got money on his mind, bro. He's playing like he's got 290 grand in his pockets in pound coins and he can't run. I can't believe it. My hometown club, just rolling rolling us over. Do you know this is 3 wins in a row against Arsenal at the City Ground? Every time we go there, they're just rolling us over. Boy, them soft like porridge to blood clot. Tell them. Them brother, them weak, boss. Give me 11 Gabriels. That's it. He's the only brother who's up for the fight. He's the only one, man. Sick of it. Boy, them weak, man. Is Saka on draw? Yeah, you know what it is? I don't think he's put pen to paper on the contract yet. So they're just trying to make him look like, don't take him off. He might not sign. That's what they're on. Have you seen Odegaard in this game? This is the first time I've seen him second off. Honestly, non-existent. Money on my mind. Big tune. 9s. Buy and bottle in the league. Wow. Do you know what? I'm glad. I'd rather see someone else win it. Dortmund. Soft like bun and cheese. The boy them soft, boss. Weak. Oh, he's give a goal kicked in. He's fuming. He thought it was a corner. Just end the game. Honestly, more than happy for the AFCON ref to take over and just blow the full-time whistle. And look at Edu. Look at Edu. Edu, my friend. I think I don't know. Listen. Edu. You think these men are stupid? Let me tell you. And people can say conspiracy theories, all of this. What do Arsenal probably think? Okay. They're aware that content creators, and especially AFTV, obviously they've got a massive following, got a powerful voice amongst the fan base. So Edu gets in amongst everyone a little bit. And he's a cool guy. He's a former Invincible. I met him in Orlando. He seems cool. But what that does then, it compromises people. Because if you're cool with him, you're trying to build a relationship, you're not gonna criticize him. You're not gonna criticize him, are you? Because that's not, I understand that. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was a tactic. Get Edu amongst the fan base to calm everyone down. Because it works. But not me, bruv. Not me. I still remember what you was doing last summer, bro. All that madness. Edu needs to go. Edu shouldn't even be at this game, bro. You should be on the phone negotiating contracts. Because some of these brothers need selling. These men shouldn't be at the club. I don't want to see some of these players at Arsenal next season. Simple. Not good enough. You played for Arsenal when we were great. So you shouldn't accept nonsense on the football pitch. That's my look at Jorginho, man, bro. Fabio just got put in a sandwich, bro. He's look at him. He's done one challenge on him right off. Look at Fabio. He's done one tackle right off. Just honestly, find the receipt and get your money. Look at him, bang, done. Oh no, get me off. I'm finished. I'm finished. Get him off, man. He's weak, brother. I can't take this boy Fabio. You know, I'm telling you, sell his clock. I don't care how long he's been at the club. Sell him. Get him back to Portugal. He don't deserve to play for Arsenal. I'm sorry, man. Nah. That's why I don't... Fabio V, like Bobby V. That's what we're calling him. He ain't getting called Vieira. Patrick is the only Vieira I've seen play for Arsenal. Oh boy, I'm weak. Get rid of these soft players, man. Too nice. Too nice. You got to have that edge. That's how you win. Winners have got that edge about them. If they have to have a little scrap, they will scrap. Be a bit nasty sometimes. You know what I mean? That's how you win. You're a winner. You're desperate to win. We're nice boys, man. Even Partey as the general, bro. He's turned into Jemba the last 6 weeks. From Xhaka to Jorginho, we won't buy a replacement. Enjoy the next 2 years. Dash Fabio in the bin. Soft. Fabio V, slow down. Bruv. I'd rather have Bobby V in midfield. He might sing and put someone off. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Here's Gabriel. Gabriel, man of the match. I'm sorry. I know we conceded. I can tell you player ratings. He's the only player who's had any kind of fight about him. Saka's diving now. You're embarrassing the football club today, honestly. Some of these players are embarrassing the football club. No fight, no power, no nothing. Been bullied off the pitch. Gabriel Magalhaes, you are the... listen, I'm not going to have a go at Ramsdale either. The goal, he can't do much about the goal. Rest of them, you might as well not even turn up. You might as well have just stayed at home. Can I have some of that fish you lot were frying? Bro, that... Oh, look at... Oh, dear. Ah, dear me. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. Listen, it's nearly summer. Make plans for the summer. End the season, Dave. End it. Wrap it up. Just forfeit the Wolves game. You know, on FIFA, sometimes you're getting battered. You just go, you know what, man, this ain't happening. Let me press start and quit. Take the 3-0 deal. I just don't even turn up for Wolves next week. We don't need a leaving party for Xhaka anyway. You've got an agenda. Arteta's a genius. If you can't see what he's doing, you've got an agenda against him. You'd have taken top 4 in August. The fish is gone, bro. It looks like Finding Nemo right now. Saw the dog. Thought Arteta has been watching Ted Lasso. He's the real life Ted Lasso, bro. He's entertaining at times, but not for the right reasons. Ted's actually quite funny. Here's Odegaard. I've been looking for him the whole half. Finds Gabriel. Only outfield player I give any credit to. At least he was willing to have a scrap. Ostrich said we are too nice, even in press conferences and the fan base. We protect these maybe men. There's no leaders from top to bottom. Full reset. Here's a chance. Oh, it's a foul. It's a free kick to Forest. I'm embarrassed. I'm genuinely embarrassed to watch this. This is the last 2 games they've let themselves down. Arteta needs to apologise again. He apologised last week. It's too late to apologise. It's too late. It's too late to apologise, bro. It's way too late. You're right. Even in the press conference, you can't ask a question that annoys them. You'll get kicked out. It's all PR. Fabio is a feather. Please let him float away from my eyesight. I think a feather's stronger than him, honestly. He's, I don't know what he is. He's a wet wipe. I say he's a wet wipe. Go get your wet wipes. I see your headlights. They looking dead nice. They got me saying, damn. Hey, no, listen, I'm not saying Zaha's better than Saka, but he's better than... Oh, Gabby Jesus, you're a... I don't know what you are. You're Lacazette's little brother. Gibbs White's running rings around us. He's looking like, what is that? Tackle him! He's embarrassing us. Ramsdale saves it. End the stream, Dave. I've had enough. They're hyping up the crowd. This is embarrassing. I'm so glad I'm not at this game. I'm going to look at Gibbs White. Pass 2, 3, 4, 5. What the hell is this? I'd rather have Gibbs White than this brother Fabio. Leave Fabio in Nottingham. He wouldn't survive there, let me tell you. He would not make it out. We keep ignoring, but Arteta needs to be... He ain't getting away with it. Let me tell you, Arteta ain't getting away with it. He's stinking out the joint. He's stinking out the joint. There's going to be grenades on Twitter tonight. I don't care. Enjoy your weekend. There'll be a couple grenades there before we move on. Stinking out the place. Laugh along. Lacazette from the favelas. Fabio needs some protein, bro. I'm telling you. But I agree, Amaru. You got to look at the manager as well. AB, if you guys lose the next game and City win the rest of theirs, you would have finished with the same points. Difference of -1 behind as United under Ollie. Unbelievable. It's just ridiculous. We went toe-to-toe. That's what they keep telling me. Oh, no, there ain't no goal. Sorry. I wish there was a goal for Arsenal. We're in the penalty area. Here's Gabriel Jesus. So there probably won't be a goal. Here's Kieran Tierney. Worst shot I've ever seen. Ends up being a cross. Thomas Partey. He gets bullied. Indomie noodles. Forrest have the ball. Forrest on the break. Brennan Johnson against Ben White. He does well to slow him down. He's done well. Get up. He's done well. He's done well. We are currently 4 points behind Man City. They got 2 games in hand. If they win both their games in hand, they're 10 points clear. 10 points on the same games. 10 points. But apparently we've gone toe to toe with them. We pushed them all the way. Mate, we ain't pushed them nowhere. But big up AB. Joey said, big up Big C from South Texas. I swear these players are allergic to shooting. We play like this in the Champions League. We'll finish rock bottom. We'll be getting slapped. I think, are the players banned from shooting outside the area? Honestly, don't understand it. Yeah, put a high cross in. We ain't going to win that. Why don't we shoot? From outside the area. Seven minutes added on. We're 2 minutes in. Big up Joey, man. Big up to you, bro. Youngest team in the league. Listen, they've got nursery in the morning, so don't be too critical. Saka, he's only 3.5. He's only just come out of nappies, so any criticism, it's just not right. You know, we're the youngest team in the league. You know, we're babies. So they're all going for a milk bottle after the game. And they're all going to have a nap on the way home. And so we got to go easy on them. You know, they've all got nursery on Monday. So a ball over the top, looking for Tierney. It's a goal kick. This is just pure and utter embarrassment, by the way. The bigger fish was a catfish. This PRO says. Mate, I can't go... Listen. This is mad. This is wild. Yeah, the bigger fish was a catfish. Bernardo also lightweight. It's also quality with Fabio. Fabio just... yeah. They said he was the new Bernardo Silva. I don't like the word bottle. The Don. Is that what Robbie said? What, he don't like the word bottle? Oh, we don't like the phrase when people say we bottled it. Mate, this bottle, this is like a 2-litre bottle, mate. This ain't even a little bottle. This bottle is huge. This is a multi-pack of bottles. No wonder we're sponsored by Prime. You couldn't promote bottles anywhere else. Better. We're the king of promoting bottles. Champions League PR team. This is a capitulation. prime capitulation. Beresford Productions, I donated at the start of the season, Arsenal or Tottenham will win the league. And you said I was drinking. I said in Jan, you'll be like Liverpool 13-14 and nearly win the league. And here we are. Yeah, listen, I said it. Are we Liverpool 13-14? And in that case, does that mean Arteta is Brendan 13-14? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Relegation form. 2 wins in our last 8 games. We went toe-to-toe with City, apparently. We've seriously let ourselves down. I can't wait for this game to finish. 2 minutes to go. They made a documentary for Gabriel Jesus' return from injury. Oh, dear. Stick an Arteta out, yes or no poll in the chat. Open that can of worms. It's just pointless, isn't it? They'll probably give him a new contract. They'll probably give him another contract. They'll celebrate. They'll probably have a bus parade on Monday for 93%. This team is back to rubbish FC, same old Arsenal. Let's make a celebration stream next week. We acquired a new friend, Brighton. We love you. Why do you be getting cooked? Nah, bro, they can't cook me. I know I'm there to just see the reaction. Because unfortunately, a small section of our fan base, they hate something called reality. So I'm just playing around, bro. Twitter ain't that serious to me, I can't lie. Handing the title over to City, easiest title they have won. Watch Arteta come out and say we dominated the game, we gave up the league. It's embarrassing, mate. Worst title race you've ever seen. Easiest title probably that City have ever won. Shambles. Here we go. Thomas Partey. Saka whips it in. Back post. Keeper collects it. Keylor Navas. 15 seconds to go. You know what? Congrats to Forest. Stay in the Premier League. It's great for the City. We don't deserve nothing out of this game. Absolutely embarrassing performance of the highest order. Keylor Navas is injured. As for Arsenal, the title challenge collapse is embarrassing. Absolutely shocking. But just gave it. We might as well. We basically delivered the title to Man City's door and just give it to Pep's half asleep. We've knocked on the door and gone, Pep's like, what are you doing here, Mikel? He's gone, I just thought I'd bring it to you now. Special delivery. Laurie's blaming the ref. Why? How can you blame the ref? It's not the ref's fault. They bullied us. We didn't want to fight. I hate Yates. Yates does this to everyone, bro. He kicks, he annoys people. He's horrible. I'm not accepting and I'm sorry from them at all. Listen, sorry don't mean nothing. Sorry seems to be the hardest word. Let me stop. Anyway, City are champions. Congratulations to Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. They are the champions again. But, you know, well, 93%, people. 93%. We delivered it with a side of waffles. Can you imagine the press conference reaction? We dominated possession. Navas has come off. He's been substituted. Wayne Hennessy comes on. This should be game over as soon as he kicks this. Full-time whistle goes. Nottingham Forest 1. Arsenal 0. They are going to be in the Premier League next season. We have absolutely embarrassed ourselves. They are in the Premier. Congrats to Forest. They deserve it. City are the champions. Congrats to City, you deserve it, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to criticise. They deserve it. Champions of the Prem. They probably wanted us to win, so they had to win. Now they can do whatever they want. Remember that Willock said the club doesn't rate him. Now ESR, they are both playing in Xhaka's position. Disgusting. Can't wait to see the back of Xhaka. A failed signing, dress up as a fake legend. You're right. You're right, bro. It should be good riddance, Xhaka. I'm sorry. I'm not interested in one season out of 7. Congrats to Forest and congrats to City. Well deserved. They deserve to beat us today. City deserve to win the league. That performance from Arsenal... And that ain't a one-off, because Brighton slapped us last week. Southampton drew with us. We're a disgrace. We went toe-to-toe with them. Toe-to-toe? We ain't been anywhere near. The closest we got to their toe was the one that Edu put in his mouth last summer. That's the toe that he had. I don't know what kind of... That's the easiest title race City have ever had. We've completely collapsed. If they win their 2 games in hand, we're 10 points behind them. And there's still 1 game left. It's unbelievable. All you Arteta supporters have destroyed our club. Oh, man. I feel like saying some serious stuff on Twitter. I'm seriously in a zone now. I feel like coming for people. Fan base need to wake up a bit, people. Simple as that. I told you. If I need to be the bad guy, I'll be the bad guy. I'm doing it for good reasons and good intentions, man. How is it? Explain to me, people. How is it that we can be top of the league, right, for 93% of the season, yet I'm getting bantered by people. I'm getting bantered by Liverpool fans and Man United fans who've been worse than us. But... they know how the hell are you in a title race and you finish the season like that? It's embarrassing. Said it before and I say it again. Until our fan base want the same thing, the club won't achieve it. It's crazy because I don't understand how, as a fan of a club, you don't want the best for the football club. Now, people will say, yeah, we do all want the best, but there needs to be a plan of how to get there. How do Arsenal get back to the top? And I don't mean the 93% top. I mean the top as in winning the title. If your fan base collectively are not demanding the very best that the club are capable of, the owner's not going to give it to you. Because the owner knows he can get away with it. The owner knows, right, if he buys Jorginho in January when we should have bought Caicedo, and he goes on social media, because Arsenal go on social media. You heard Josh Kroenke say, I read Twitter and all of this, right? If he goes on there and goes, oh, this guy's got 400,000 followers, and he's saying Jorginho was nominated for a Ballon d'Or. Do you know what? They've accepted it. They should be going crazy at Jorginho signing for Arsenal, but they think that's good enough. So guess what? Do you know what? That's all we need to do. We don't need to spend 80 million on Caicedo. They're happy with 12 million on Jorginho. You're never going to win a title with that mentality. We don't demand enough from this football club. But on one hand, we're the mighty Arsenal, great history, massive fan base, love the club. We're big time, we're huge. But then we want to act like little babies and feel sorry for everyone and, oh, next year's our year. We need another year. All I ever hear is next year, next year, next year. If we have a big summer, if we spend big, if the Kroenkes go big, war chest. Round and round and round and round we go. That's it. I told you, I don't need free tickets from Arsenal. I don't need to get the early screening of the documentary. I don't. I'll watch it when it comes out on Amazon. I'll pay for my ticket. I don't need to get the new home shirt sent to me a week before it comes out. I don't need to get it. I'll buy it on the day it comes out if I even buy it. I don't need it. And people don't understand. This is what I try and say to people. I'm not disrespecting anyone. Everybody has to look after themselves, right? Some people are doing it for their own good. Because they want perks. A lot of people won't talk out against the club because they want perks. So they make it look like, oh, you're negative. You're negative calling out the Cronkays. You're negative calling out the manager. You're negative moaning about the January window. All right, cool. You win anything? No. All right, cool. What am I supposed to celebrate? Shall I celebrate it? We come second. I don't understand. I don't know what the fan base wants. Fan base are happy to just say, well, we tried and we were there and we had a good time. We're a vibe club right now. We're just there for vibes. Seriously, we're just there for vibes. Get along, gang, are one of the most dangerous things in this fan base. Let me tell you that they are, because they're powerful. I'll be honest with you. They're not for me. Got no power on me. They're powerful amongst the masses. Because people go, boy, you know what? This Twitter account's got 450,000 followers. He's not, he don't act like a real person. He's got a logo up. You've never seen his face. He's a 20-year-old who's probably hardly ever watched him. But these people have got power. And when we sign people, they go, ooh, I tell you what, Jorginho, I think that's smart business. He's brilliant at keeping the ball and he was nominated for a Ballon d'Or. And then people start going, you're right, you know, actually. Hey, Dave, mate, Jorginho, do you know he was nominated for Ballon d'Or 1997? And we start lapping it up. Bigger fish to fry. Trust the process. David Ornstein, they're going to go big in the summer. John Cross, the war chest. Declan Rice. You notice what we did? In January, when everything went wrong in the transfer window, what did they do? They released the Declan Rice story. Why, as a big football club, would you release a transfer story in January about a player that you're trying to sign at the end of the season? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you keep it quiet? Because I don't want Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea looking and saying, oh, Arsenal are trying to get Declan Rice. Let's go and mess that up. Why did they do that? They did that to say, go and calm the fan base down. They're all fuming. They're all fuming. Oh, look at this guy. Look at these. And this is the people you're dealing with. This is what you got to do. Plastic fan. All right, plastic fan. I'll be plastic, mate. I'll be plastic. But I don't know what you are, mate. I don't know what kind of fan you are. But I'll take it. I told you. I don't mind. You're like the plastic off the bottle that we bottled the league. Go and celebrate it. I won't celebrate coming second and capitulating like this. As I said, there's a way of losing. There's a way of losing. True PR is so predictable. Title race goes. Let's renew a contract. Aaron Ramsdale. There we go. That'll distract them. David Ornstein, we're going to need you to put out a report how we're going to blow up the transfer market this summer. Don't you worry, Mikel. I've got just the job for you. It'll be in the Athletic Monday morning. Shall I mention Declan Rice, Moussa Diaby? Yeah, throw in a Zaha as well. Monday, that'll be out there as well. Do you know what I mean? Right, don't worry. Next Sunday, the kit comes out. The kit's out next Sunday. We'll all be lined up at the Armoury. New kit. They'll forget all about it. And do you know what? Just for the ones that like a little bit of cuteness, put out a story about the dog that we've bought on Friday. That'll distract everyone. We'll talk about the Labrador. Forget the title. We'll talk about the dog. Come on. They're the best team in the world when it comes to PR. They're unbelievable. They're unbelievable. But it is what it is. We'll be back here again next season, people. We'll be back here again. It's no longer Spursy. It's RC now. Bottle FC. We're moving like Tottenham in a red kit. Seriously. You gotta learn to get over the finish line, bro. What we laugh at Tottenham is you do well and then you fail at the last minute. You know, we can't keep doing that. Cundino, big up for the super chat, bro. 16-17 Spurs finish with more points. Bottlers. Big up, Josh. Oliver may as well call us the Red Spurs at this point. You man got more smoke for Neville than Kroenke. Make it MJ. Make it make sense. Do you know how many Arsenal fans I seen tweeting Gary Neville today? Salford, the team that he owns, they lost in the playoff semi-final. All right, cool, I get it. But Gary Neville, his team. All right, what about Stan Kroenke? What about Stan? You're not about that life, are you? All right, cool. We just go again next season. I tell you something. I'm saying it now. If Arsenal don't have a proper summer, we're gonna be grafting to get top 4 next year. We're gonna be fighting to get top 4. I'm telling you now. If they don't do what they need to do, which they might, hopefully they do, evidence suggests they won't, because Kroenkes don't often do it. Yeah, the Saka contract will come out. He'll probably have the puppy on his chest. You know, it'll be perfect. Got a new puppy on the chest. Sam said John Cross should have been exiled after the Higuain lie. Yeah, you know, but hey, it is what it is. Listen, let me say one thing. Brilliant community. Appreciate every one of you. Don't let them ruin your summer. Don't let them ruin your weekend. Don't let them ruin your week. The title's been over for absolutely weeks anyway. It's just, at least it's, you know, it's officially over now. We just keep it moving forward. One game next week. I don't even really want to do a watch along for it, but I will, just for the community. We'll have a chat. We'll interact. Neto said, guess I'm plastic since I'm 20 and I want to win. Yeah, we're plastic. We're all plastic if we want to win, apparently. Big up, Neto. Nate said, the dogs were on the pitch in black today. Nice kit. Squad not good enough yet again. Big up, Big C, for your service in therapy this season. Big up to you, bro. I don't even know if that defeat warrants an Arsenal therapy. It might do. Just a season finale. Noonan said, when has second best been enough? Conditioned top 4 is a trophy. Started with Wenger. The worst thing that he actually put into this fan base was telling people that top 4 was as good as a trophy. Now our fan base are turning down trophies, you know, and saying that trophies aren't important. It's crazy. 2 big bottles under Arteta at Arsenal so far. 2-litre bottles, bro. Big ones. Arsenal detox. Get them out of your system until pre-season. Get them out, people. I'm ending the stream. Listen, thank you very much for tuning in today. Same old Arsenal. 1-0 defeat. Shocking performance. Stunk out the place. Congratulations to Forest. They're safe in the Premier League. Congratulations to Manchester City. They are the champions of the Premier League. Season therapy. That could be a good one. Arsenal, what on earth has happened to us over the last few weeks? 2 wins out of our last 8 games. How on earth have we dipped in form like that? What has happened? 2 defeats in a row. Unbelievable, you know. City are 4 points clear with 2 games in hand. If they win those 2, they'll be 10 points clear of us. We were 8 points clear. How on earth does that happen? Anyway, listen, season done. We're going to finish second. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your week. I'll be back on Monday. Probably not tomorrow. I have a Sunday off. See you Monday. Arsenal Therapy. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on Monday, people. Bless.